Holy shit. We're fucking live.
Wait, can you do the second poster real quick?
Fucking week. What?
I got it.
Oh, the
What's
link?
up?
It's live. The title should be already good.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, we're chilling.
Just give me uno momento.
I didn't even open my beer. I will double check the links.
Okay, we got the link. Boom.
Does title good? Yes.
Epstein, Fallout, Gaza.
Yeah. When I go on Restream, I can name them beforehand. It's beautiful.
Boom. Link. Alright, boom. We're all posted, ready to go.
We are live.
Where's everybody?
That boy Alex, what's good, bro?
We just started the stream, brother. We're
Good to see
live
you.
right now.
We caught 36 today.
36 fish?
Lobster.
Holy-
Lobsters. God damn it.
Good shit, bro.
Let me get a lobster sandwich, bro.
That's food for days.
Can you imagine eating lobster for a whole month just 'cause you caught a bunch?
That'd be sick, yeah. You don't like lobster?
I fuck with lobster.
It's fucking
I love a
delicious.
good lobster.
Yo,
They-
can we get where I see the viewers?
You know they used to why is it off?
Yeah, right? These motherfuckers, bro, they can't let us have nothing. There we go. Alright.
What the hell?
Right, that's weird. Well, that mic thing is getting greedy as fuck with its real estate. The fucking mic. Alright, let's get it started.
We are in it. News with Brews.
Cheers to another episode, everybody.
Officially in the 1% of shows and podcasts. Get
We're
the
up
fuck outta
there.
here.
Yeah, number 1%.
We're in it to win it. We'll never
That means we're supposed to start blowing up soon, right?
That means we need an editor. If you know anybody that wants to edit for free,
Fiverr, bro.
we're gonna make not for free, bro. For free.
For free. Ain't nobody doing it for free. Except me. If you give me my cap cut.
Dude, we could.
Give me the damn
I
cap
think
cut.
we could get it to be an internship.
An internship?
Unpaid internship.
By like a college student at FAU or something?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
I don't think so, bro.
I think we could do it.
I think you need to be at least like 20 viewer Andy to make that happen.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like you could fake internships like service hours in high school.
Well, I mean, we could do it. It's just when they call and get the reference, are they really going to give a fuck about our reference? Like, it's just you and me, you know?
I don't know. Because I think if they edit fire clips, it's fire clips.
All right, let's get into this fucking Gaza stuff. So, essentially,
It's fire.
there was a big confrontation where the host of Breaking Points, basically they had on a senator, and they decided to go hardcore on her about the situation in Gaza, which I respect her a lot for being willing to do that.
I am of the belief she didn't know what she was signing up for.
Crystal?
No.
Oh, Alyssa
FBI
Slotkin.
lady, Alyssa Slotkin.
Yeah.
CIA lady. Former CIA. I think she thought, oh, it's like one conservative, one liberal. Like
She asked her.
Perfect.
She's like, yeah, exactly.
I know, but I don't remember what
When
the
they were
fuck
pitching it
I don't
to
even
her.
remember what the fuck her answer was. But
She said that she got pitched on it, and basically she heard that, these two people that disagree on a bunch of shit have a show together, and yeah,
I think she
whoever
thought
pitched that, they're
going
out of there.
full.
Well, let's pull it
I
up.
low
Let's get
key,
it checked out.
For real though, good point, because you know whoever suggested I got fired.
Yeah, ain't no
Like-
way. Like, whoever got her into that situation, never doing that again.
You're gone from the fucking
Whether it's
office.
the pitch person or whoever actually organized it, or somebody getting fired.
Somebody's getting
Somebody's
fired.
getting fucking fired.
100%. Dude, she's former CIA. Somebody's getting killed.
I don't know if it's
Somebody's
that
getting
serious.
Murderized.
What does
bro.
former CIA mean, bro?
I feel like it's a bad...
It means some bad people, but it also means, like, fucking Mr. White
That guy sucked.
from my high school. He did kind of suck.
Mr.
but-
White?
Yeah. Math teacher.
I don't think I ever had him.
He was German, and he would do these funny, like, first of all, he would send people to math jail. Like, if you got everything else right, but you got, like, some algebra thing and your shit wrong, he'd be like, you're going to math jail. You would fucking sit in this fucking area. And then,
what the fuck?
And then he would just randomly start screaming in German once in a while. Like, interesting guy. But yeah, former NSA agent.
Yeah. See, all of that, the fact that you're not even a little suspicious speaks
Kyle
volumes.
stole all the laptop batteries from his class. Every
That is
single
so
one.
funny.
And nobody
I
ever
do
found
remember
out.
saying-
Don't send
hearing
this
about
to
that.
Nova, please.
Yeah, don't
whoever's
send-
watching. But
Hey.
he just threw. You know what he did with them?
No.
You would think he like resold them or some shit. You know what he did?
What'd he do?
He just threw them in the sewer.
That
Just a
means,
bunch of laptop batteries sitting in the sewer, man.
Ezra's parents on the flight with my mom right now. No way.
That's sick.
They're, I think they were. Where the fuck were they? They were somewhere. That's crazy, bro.
Crazy story. But all right,
What are
let's
the
watch
odds?
this damn
What are
interview.
the fucking odds, man?
That is pretty wild.
This is like a half-hour interview, though.
Yeah, we're about to go ham on this shit.
We're really about to dig deep.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's a saga, but
Boom.
Joining us now,
what
Senator.
did you just get?
This Loki
It
400K.
is
I thought
popping
it was
off.
gonna go even crazier.
It is popping off for them
Because this is a wild moment, like that they're confronting this chick like this. But let's check it out. Do you want to skip through, or you want to watch the whole thing? We could low key skip to like 5 minutes in.
5 minutes in.
They're just chit chatting and bullshit.
That election.
All right, let's
Celebrate
check it out.
Paleo Valley's summer sale and get 30 sticks for only
We
36.
love YouTube ads, and they're gonna pay us
Eating
one
an
day.
What do you disagree with?
Just my family was a fourth generation hot dog
Lukey's
business.
getting
Like
extradited to the
I
island.
am
No,
here
Lukey.
because
You
we
can't
live the American
afford to
dream through
lose.
capitalism.
Okay.
And so, like a lot of free stuff, to me is not the answer. I don't think it's sustainable.
She's
I
shitting on
don't think that
Zoran
it
right now.
it actually fixes the underlying
Honestly,
problem.
valid. She's not wrong.
So, but I can have those disagreements. I think this is like I would be thrilled to have that conversation with him or anyone else about like, hey, we agree that there's an economic problem here. What we do to solve it, let's have that debate. And adults can debate and not like want to kill each other's children.
Well, let's
So-
talk then about leadership. So you
That's a
just talked
fact,
about
Drew.
that.
All right,
I've-
just so everybody knows,
Yeah.
real quick, that lady, former CIA, she's a senator.
Not
now.
this lady, the other
No,
lady.
yeah,
The
not
one
this
that we
lady,
just
actually.
saw.
The one
yeah.
getting interviewed.
Former CIA agent, now works for the government as a senator.
As a senator.
United States Senator from Michigan.
Michigan.
Yep.
we see a lot of that from
Fucking
our
middle of the
shows on
road
Democratic
Democrat,
side of our
mansion
audience.
style
Furious with
fucking
Democratic
bullshit,
leadership. I mean, do
yes.
you still support Chuck Schumer's leadership here? He hasn't given an interview in about a month.
Great question, sorry.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, for me,
Anytime they say I don't know,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's bad.
I mean, that might be something that people wouldn't know. Like, oh, this guy hasn't done an interview in a month.
I
That
don't
might be
know.
something you wouldn't
I don't
know.
know. I feel like you might know if he's like party leader. You fucking try to keep up.
That's not the
I've
most
now
important.
served in the Senate for
important
6
thing
months
to
and
know
then-
No,
or
but
not.
it indicates
There's some
that-
other stuff in this that she should have known.
Yeah, but it's already bad.
We'll get into that.
It's already bad.
House before that.
Making
Him,
the king of
Chuck
gritty
Schumer,
and
and
finessing.
Hakeem
That's not that
Jeffries
bad.
have hard jobs. Like herding cats, it's not fun. I've said for a very long time, long before I got into the Senate and long before President Biden dropped out, that we need a new generation of leadership. You can feel it in.
Easiest take
and
ever.
I think at this
Obviously we
point,
do.
I mean, especially New York, right? You're looking at New York.
It's
It's
her
like
one
I'd rather
plus
roll the dice
that
with
she has
someone
going
new
for her. She's
than
not-
have like the
she's
warmed over.
Got some good
Literally,
qualities.
the fact that she's not old.
Or the fact that she can get elected in Michigan, which is a state that Trump won by a decent couple percentage.
yeah.
Leftovers
That's
that
also a
I've
good
already
thing.
known. So I think we have a problem with that across the board. And I think one of the things I can do as the youngest Democratic woman in the Senate, and I'm not young, I'm just young for the Senate, to be clear.
You're young for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, is push on that and try to give.
Dude, this lady doesn't seem like super way too fucking facade.
This lady she seems normal. I agree. Like,
No, not normal.
and she still got.
Not normal.
What do you mean?
Like it's all it feels fake. This lady.
Eh.
Really?
I mean, I could see it,
when I'm
but
listening to her talk,
compared
I'm
to
like,
some other senators, I would say she's more relatable than
yeah,
a lot of them.
But that's
Mitch McConnell, you know.
that doesn't give you any. That doesn't.
Even like Bernie Sanders.
You get
like,
no credit for being the most relatable in the Senate. That don't mean shit.
It doesn't mean shit, but
Doesn't
it's
mean
good that she's
shit.
young and she's a woman and she was able to win.
But
That's a good thing.
But not that important at all.
It's not
Younger leaders a voice in this party.
Because we always knew somebody.
No, but I'm saying we keep saying we need young leaders. Well, she's a young leader.
Yeah.
That's good, right? So
in a very
That's
real
not
way.
everything, bro.
No, of course not.
And to me, that's upward pressure. That pressure that you're talking about from the people is good.
It's like, I
So
don't even, I'd
then,
rather
shouldn't
take
they
an
endorse
older
him?
person.
I mean, what kind of a message Schumer
Mom
and,
Don.
and Jeffries?
Mom
Shouldn't they
Jeffries.
endorse?
They're both from New York.
Johnny. They're
Yeah.
both New Yorkers.
Yeah.
And what kind of a message does it send if, like, I mean, this guy won the Democratic primary.
Yeah.
He is the Democratic nominee.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming. If then the centrist leadership
Yeah.
of the party said, we can't get behind
Yeah,
him.
I mean, you just asked me
born
before we
with
started the
trafficking
exact
by
same question
ancestors.
about the Michigan
Helped
Senate
build
primary, and I'm
Epstein's
like,
multi-level underground bunker.
Michigan
He's still
Democrats
alive
don't
in
get
there.
involved in
Damn.
primaries. We all are friends.
With Hitler.
So I can't speak
fucking
to
knew that shit,
to what
Lukey.
they're doing. I think I hope that they're meeting. I mean, if this person is
They did.
Yeah, okay,
And
sorry.
Hakeem Jeffries still refused to endorse him. I mean, think about it from this context. Like, let's
Yeah.
say in 2028,
Yeah.
a more moderate figure wins the Democratic
Bullshit.
primary,
Yeah.
and a bunch of progressives,
Yeah.
AOC or whoever says we're
Yeah.
not backing, we don't agree with you.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have a problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I will say this: the way that this party works is when there's a coalition that sticks together. That's like a numbers issue. That's a data.
pause it.
That's a
Okay,
bullshit.
that's something.
That's bullshit ass.
That's something that progressives will never understand, bro. Is that she's that point? She's exactly right on.
What is the point?
It is that
Vote for no matter who.
you shouldn't alienate people. You shouldn't push people out of your coalition
Bro.
just because
They
they don't
pushed
agree
the
with you on
progressives
everything.
out of the coalition.
No, they didn't.
They do.
Kamala was the most progressive.
They don't
candidate
endorse
ever.
Zoran. I hate when you say that because it doesn't mean anything. It
It's
doesn't
true though.
mean
Kamala
shit.
was the most progressive candidate
But
they've
it's
ever had,
great.
and she got killed.
Doesn't mean anything.
It does mean something.
No, because she wasn't actually progressive. She wasn't actually progressive.
I don't know, bro.
How can you? What progressive thing did she do? Nothing. She didn't campaign on like one progressive thing.
She didn't campaign on many. Okay, what about the wealth tax?
Barely progressive. Wouldn't have even happened, bro.
Oh. A wealth tax is barely
And that-
progressive.
Okay.
I just want to be
You
clear
know what?
here.
Let
I
me
just wanna
let
be
me
clear.
restate that.
Yeah.
If that's what makes you the most progressive person, we got a huge that sentence
Okay, that's
means,
fair.
and then that means that sentence means nothing.
That's fair, but
That
she
means
was
when you
also.
say she's the most progressive, it means nothing.
She was also
you're
much-
using marketing. You're lying. It's like
But
Red
you're
Bull-
also using
it's-
only election Kamala, which was moderate. Like before that, she
Her
was
voting
much
record
more
was
liberal.
also down the fucking middle, liberal, not even progressive.
No, she was one of the most liberal.
Doesn't
senators.
mean it, but like when you say that, it makes it sound like every Democrat was like here and she's way to the left, but she's not.
It's
But
debatable. It's debatable.
not debatable.
It
bro.
compared to a guy like
It's
Joe
not
Biden, bro.
debatable.
Compared to someone like Joe Biden.
Yeah, but if you're doing relative, but if you're just actually going issue progressive, no.
Oh well, that's fair.
No, the
Yeah,
fuck
sure.
she's not.
We're talking about different things then. I'm just saying she was like the most progressive candidate they've ever put for
Yeah,
president.
but what I'm telling you is when you say
and she got slammed.
when you say it like that,
Yeah.
it makes it sound like a bigger deal than it is. Or like
I
more
think it
real-
might be. I think it might be.
How? But we.
All right, let's keep watching. Let's
No.
not get
The
sum
whole
up.
point. Let's not. No, let's fucking talk about.
Okay.
Fuck watching this video, bro.
There's a reason this lady won Michigan and Kamala lost Michigan. That's all I'm trying to say. Which is a fact.
I think that look, Michigan is a fucking swing state,
Yeah.
so I don't think that
And this is what wins in swing states is people like Alyssa Slotkin.
I think you are like I think a decade ago you would be right, but I don't think this is like I think this lady has a hard time getting reelected.
We'll see.
It depends. Actually,
She's got a 6-year term. so
actually, it depends on the primary.
she's not going to get reelected until
I
2030.
know, but it depends on the fucking how the primary in Michigan works.
Yeah.
If in a fair primary system, fair election system, she does not win.
Maybe. You don't know.
dude.
Let's listen to her talk.
Okay, fine.
And so
You really
I'm
wanna
always
watch
going to be
this
someone
whole
who's
thing
trying to find unity.
without stop.
That doesn't mean we all agree with each other.
I said we
and
can
I
skip
think
through.
I wasn't in the conversations where they met privately. What they debated, what
Yeah,
they
you
talked
just are
about,
so
I
okay
don't
with
know.
this. I'm not okay
but
with
to me, we got to figure out what's common
Like,
among.
do you think she came out of this like okay?
No, she looked bad.
Yeah.
We're going to get into the whole thing, though. Because
All
Crystal, she did a great thing by calling her out in this interview, but there were obviously things that she could have done better as well. So we're going to get into all of that.
Alright, whatever.
Yeah, we're going to get
Hit
into
like
all
on
of
the
that.
stream. Hit fucking
fast right
share
now,
that
and
shit.
that's why I focus on the economy, because that is, to me, the cost of living and people not being able to achieve what their parents achieved is the existential issue of our time, is the unifying
is
issue
a lie.
of like
This is like
all
marketing.
This is
the
absolutely
This is
true,
right wing,
though.
left
No,
wing.
but she's not like actually gonna advocate for any of this
Why not?
because she's a bought and sold person.
We'll see.
She toes the party line. We will see because she literally votes in favor of everything for Israel after being like, what's going on is horrible and unacceptable.
I wouldn't say everything
Something
for
like-
Israel.
I mean, I think Crystal literally says like, you've voted.
We don't need to skip ahead. We can
like
stay on the
Americans.
top.
I don't even think it's a Democratic Party thing. And to me,
'Cause she's right
that's
about
where
this.
I
It's an
spend my time
affordability
because I
issue.
think 80%
That's what unifies
of-
people today.
Yeah, but-
that's why Zoran won.
That's why Trump won.
Exactly.
But Trump's lying.
Yeah.
Also her. She's in that group.
It's not all about lies.
Zoran
or
might be
not
on the
lies.
ineffective group. It's not all about lies or not lies, but some like they all know the right thing to say.
To an extent. Clearly,
My
some people
constituent-
didn't.
A
'cause
few
they
a few are
lost.
truly stupid, but now it's like some of them are like okay, like they're starting. It's like we're 2 elections into Trump. Now I know the right things to say.
Maybe.
They're all gonna start sounding like Zoran. They might win, and then they're gonna turn around and do nothing.
That would
they
be
say
better
they're gonna
than
do.
losing, though. That would be much better than losing.
No, Republicans and like it's not party knows, but also it wouldn't even be that much better. That's the whole reason Trump won is because when these fucking return to normal status quo Democrats win, it gets people fucking angry. It makes people vote for worse shit because they just hate the Democrats so much.
I think Joe Biden was uniquely not the best.
Hillary was
President
also
at his time.
uniquely not the best though.
That's true.
Gavin Newsom will be uniquely not the
I
best.
actually think Hillary was a little. I mean, I don't know. She kind of got scammed.
Hillary got scammed.
I mean, they tried to rig it for her, but I do think that she
talking about the
had
primary
a
or
few
the
things that
general?
went wrong for her that
She's just not
weren't
liked.
entirely her fault.
She's not liked.
That's true too. I'm not trying to say that she's
I think
liked.
the majority of the reason were things that were her
Well, okay,
fault.
why did Kamala get dog walked worse than Hillary then?
I don't think.
It's a tough question to
I-
answer, isn't
I
it? That's
wouldn't-
a very tough
I don't agree
question to
with the
answer.
premise.
She did get dog walked worse
Kamala?
than Hillary. Hillary at least won.
You,
the
oh, you mean
popular
voting wise?
Yeah, yeah. What else
First,
would I mean? Yeah.
I still disagree. I don't agree that Kamala got dog walked, bro. We're talking about like
She lost every swing state.
yeah,
brother.
but it was like 1 million votes per state or something, bro.
1 million votes per state.
That's not a lot. That's not a lot.
But she also lost
That's
the
not
power.
a lot.
She lost by a considerable amount, bro. We both know that.
yeah, but you said she got washed. I don't think.
Okay,
she,
maybe that was an exaggeration. You're right. But she did lose by more than the last few elections have been by.
Yeah.
Let's keep watching.
in Michigan.
I don't know.
We'll have
That's where
tons
they
more.
live.
We'll
It's
have
like,
tons
I
more.
just want
With
to
the
be able to go to
copium, it's too
Disneyland
much for
and
you,
take my
Nikki.
kids.
We're gonna
way
get
my
into
dad
the
took
good
me.
and the bad.
The
So
copium is
that's where I focus on.
crazy.
I'm happy to sit down with
No
any
copium.
leader.
You're
I can't
full
speak
copium,
to their
dude.
particular decision to endorse or not.
But-
I'm not endorsing in my own.
Right, but just
primary.
yes, the last
Yeah,
question on
but
the
he won the primary.
right. That's my question.
That's
Is
what's
it-
different.
and
By
your-
They
twelve-
haven't, I'm
why
sorry to
12
ask
points?
this. They
Yeah.
have another election though, yeah?
A general election.
General
Yeah.
election.
He
This
was
is
a
very
Democratic nominee.
this was stupid as fuck on her part because she acts like she doesn't know that was a primary and that
You
now
don't
they're on the
believe that she
general.
actually doesn't know?
I don't believe
Maybe she
that.
doesn't know.
I don't believe she could
Maybe she
not
doesn't
know. It's theoretically
Why is
possible.
that? Why
but
is that the line where you're like, that's where she's lying? Everything else you were like, nah, that's good.
because that one's obvious to me. Like the other stuff was just rhetorical.
Isn't
like,
it? But how
she
is the
wasn't
other
even
stuff
really
not
saying
obvious?
anything.
That's why. But you give her credit.
That's not a lie,
You
though.
give her points. You're like, that's good that she's not really saying anything.
She said that affordability is a central issue. Like that's just true. But it's not like particularly noteworthy. Like she just said that.
No, but you are making it noteworthy.
I agree with her.
You are saying it's noteworthy.
I did agree with her.
You're saying it's, but you just said it's not noteworthy. But then a minute before you were saying it is noteworthy.
What?
I'm
just saying that she was saying fair stuff before, and this is bullshit. That's where I'm drawing the line. Like, she wasn't even really saying anything before. She just...
Yes! Okay, listen to me.
Yeah.
You just said she wasn't really saying shit before.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that that's a problem.
Okay. No, it's just rhetorical. It's just
but that's a problem.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's what we need. We need rhetorical stuff that elevates
you
us.
let that Pete Buttigieg take where he's like, it's not really about Zoran's ideology. It's just about messaging. That's fucking retarded.
It's 100%
That is so
right.
retarded. That is so fucking retarded.
Pete Buttigieg is 100% right about that. And we
not
can talk about that separately. But
he might be right if you're talking about all you want to do is win an election. But if you actually want change, he's not right.
I don't think you understand how you get change then. You get change by winning an election. Look at how much change we have right now. Look at how much change we're going through because of someone who won an election.
Republicans, Democrats don't do anything.
Biden did a bunch of stuff.
Barely, bro. We know. We just, dude.
I will always defend Biden's record,
this is why it's
He could have done a lot more. I'm not trying to say he was a perfect president. But Biden was much better than what we have today.
Dude, it's just like, it's like if you dated.
So you disagree that Biden was better than Trump?
No.
Okay, so then where are we? What's our disagreement?
Because you're saying Biden was actually pretty great.
He was solid.
Better than Trump and pretty great are two different things.
He was solid.
Can we agree that better than Trump and pretty great are two different things? On two different levels.
They are different things.
I would not put Biden.
There's some things he was just better than Trump at, and there's some things that he was way better than Trump at.
But overall, in terms of what people want, he way underdelivered.
I wouldn't say so. I think it was.
Yeah, you're in the minority, bro.
I think a lot.
Do you think you're in the majority of people or in the minority of people?
No, okay, it depends on.
I think the majority of people would say Joe Biden underdelivered.
I agree, but I think that's because of his messaging.
What?
Yeah, how does that not make sense?
How does messaging deliver anything?
Yeah, so the disdain for Joe Biden is that he was old and seemed like he was incompetent. And I think that's the main complaint most people have.
By the end, no, but the real, I think if Build Back Better had passed the way it originally came onto the floor,
sure,
could have won, could have fucking won.
Yeah,
senile ass Joe Biden could have won,
but he had to make.
Yes or no?
Say that again.
If the original Build Back Better,
he would have won the second term.
He would have won the second term.
Maybe. I don't know that for a fact.
Think about how much shit would have been delivered to people in that bill.
The bill that he got passed was pretty badass, bro.
It was pretty
down. Badass. Dude. I understand that it wasn't the full package, but it still got a lot of shit done.
You love.
And he also broke it out into separate bills.
You're like grateful for crumbs, dude.
No, Biden was a good president, bro. Biden was and I will stand by that. Like, he delivered on a lot of promises.
Crumbs.
He did not give us crumbs.
Crumbs. Bro. You're in the minority, bro, on that.
I don't think so.
Most
people would
Joe
disagree
Biden
with
is
Joe
super
Biden.
disliked.
Because of their image of him being a feeble old man.
Because he didn't do shit. If he had done shit and been a feeble old man, he would be like...
He did do shit, man.
He didn't do enough shit. Oh, my God. What is there polling on that? Like satisfaction?
Why people didn't like Joe Biden?
With Biden administration? Towards the end, yes, that became the most glaring issue. Because he hadn't done shit, and then you're like, oh, on top of that, he's fucking ancient.
Yeah.
He can't talk.
He's senile. Yeah.
Yeah, these are just
I think that was the biggest reason people didn't like him.
At the end. But the whole time they weren't...
Like Afghanistan, for example. Okay? That's a great example. Because he delivered on a major promise that most presidents would have fucked off and just delayed it for the next time.
He gets credit for that.
And his approval rating, what happened after Afghanistan, went down the fucking tubes. Because of the messaging on it. Because people saw it as a situation where we were on the back foot and we didn't know that the Taliban was going to take over as fast as they did.
But in that scenario, he did the right policy.
Yes.
So then you can say the problem is messaging because the right policy was there, the messaging was.
Well,
fucked.
that was the first thing that tanked his approval. But
yeah, but that is the problem there in that scenario is messaging.
Yes.
Because the policy was good.
Awesome. Yeah.
But 9 out of 10 fucking things, the policy is bad. So when you say, oh, it's the messaging, it's like, nah, dude. The policy is your first fucking problem.
I don't know. I think that he had a lot of good policy. I think he had a lot of good policy.
Dude, grateful for crumbs, bro.
I see. I'm sorry. This is why I'm saying I don't follow New
You
York
don't
politics.
even realize how good
and
things can be.
I think
Can't even see
you'd have to ask them. I
so
don't.
much
I don't know. I know that for me, whoever wins the Democratic primary in the state of Michigan for the Senate seat that's up, that's who I will endorse, regardless of who it is.
All right, that was my last question.
Yeah.
So
I actually don't like that answer.
Why not?
Because I don't like the vote blue no matter who shit. Dude. I don't like that shit.
That's just what it has to be for us to
That's
win.
not what it has to be at all.
It kind of is though.
Mm-mm.
Why not?
First of all, it won't be. You can't get it. You won't get it to happen because
Okay.
there's a whole group of people that just won't do that. They're open to voting Democrat, but they're not going to vote Democrat regardless of anything. So you're not going to get them.
You'll get a lot of. I mean, in Michigan. I mean,
In Michigan, well, I'm sure she has some weird little mix of like people that voted for Trump and her.
Exactly.
But those people are
And those are the type of people that we should be getting input from because they're the ones that actually won.
They're fucking retarded.
They're the ones that actually won, brother.
They don't know what they're doing.
And that includes AOC in that bucket too. Like, there's a lot of people who won.
Yeah, AOC is in that bucket.
Yeah.
But this lady, do you think this lady's close to AOC?
No, but
you
I
think
do
she's
think
better
that,
than AOC?
No,
Okay.
definitely not. I would much prefer AOC to her. But I like if this lady was up for some Senate something, then yeah, like I would vote for her. I mean, I don't disagree with her on a fundamental level. She's someone that I would take that mindset of a vote blue no matter who the fuck it is. Like, she's pretty cool. Yeah. She's obviously has a lot of issues. But she's...
I don't know that...
She's a typical
I
establishment
don't know that I'd
Democrat.
vote for her.
Typical establishment
that's what I'm saying.
Democrat.
I think people are done voting for that.
Yeah.
I think people are done voting
Not
for that.
everywhere, though. It
In
depends.
a
In
lot
swing states...
of fucking... Dude, in swing states, the only ones that win are fucking like Tim Walz.
Minnesota is not a swing state, bro.
But like that kind of person.
No.
Yes. Dude.
Well, sure, someone like him.
Yes,
he's a good messenger. That's another good example of
He's
it. Where
actually
it's
not a
it's
good messenger.
I think he's not bad. He comes off as authentic at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly get that feel with this lady too, but
You think this lady comes off authentic?
not the same way that Tim Walz does, but she seems like she's just having a conversation.
is-
The fact that
this is
she's
what-
willing to go on breaking points to a
This is-
certain extent
This is why that mechanic got you, bro.
doesn't her going on breaking points show like a little something like
No, because
she's at least listening?
I don't think she's listening. I think somebody told her to come. Well, she admits somebody pitched her.
Yeah.
She's not like aware of
That's how
shit.
it always happens though.
No, some people. I think like a Rokana knows what he's doing when he goes on breaking points.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Like this lady, I don't think at all is coming
We'll
in
never
like,
know, really. Well, she definitely didn't think it was going to go this way, but let's keep it going.
I'm going to turn it to Chris.
Yeah, so I mean,
She
I
thought
guess
she was
I'm
gonna
actually a
get-
little
get the-
curious.
She literally thinks, red and blue. I want to swing state. I'm gonna fucking get a 10 out of 10 right now.
All right, we got to get more than 3 seconds in.
And
gotta
forgive
get
me
more
if this
than
is impolite. Like, I'm curious why you wanted to talk to us.
We're doing real reaction.
That is a good question. Why did they want to?
This is the first time we've done like a real reaction because usually we just watch them.
Yeah, this time we're
You
getting
get
into the minutiae of it.
I might clip this shit.
Well, like,
Yeah.
we don't have actually a lot of senators, especially ones who have very different ideology than us, reach out. So I'm curious what your goal was and why you thought to come here.
Well, first of all, I think you have a good audience. I mean, right?
We agree.
If you appealed to like 4 friends on YouTube or whatever, then I probably wouldn't be here. But I think to me, part of the problem is that people have kind of gone to their corners. And I live this, right? I live on my family farm in a town that voted heavily for Donald Trump. I've never
This is
won my
another
town.
vague
I've
thing
never
that
won
like
my
I'm
precinct.
fine with her
I've never
saying.
won my
Like
neighbors.
you could say it
We
means
get
nothing,
along.
but It's
but
just
I
like
never
a
want 'em, and I
vague.
probably never will.
She's just saying,
so
"Oh, my
appeal.
my upbringing."
To me,
This
I
is
think
this
that
all this
the
is bullshit, but
people
I
have
don't
gone to
care
their
about this.
corners,
Yeah, okay.
and like
That's where I'm
people
at.
who used to be able to talk about politics and disagree don't even get in the same room.
She
together.
isn't wrong,
So I
though.
kind of like the idea of your show.
The
Like,
politicization
it was
of
interesting to me
everything
when my
is
team pitched
a little
me. Right, we
overboard
go through
nowadays.
and like there's no hiding it.
Yeah.
Lots of people are like, how do we evolve in this new space?
Yeah.
You know, like that's not you know, it's not that conversation isn't happening. It is, and I think that's good. And to the credit of lots of shows like yours.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I think your show appealed to me as I was being pitched because you guys don't agree. And like I am very focused. My dad was a lifelong Republican, my mom a lifelong Democrat. Like
That is also wild, bro. I don't know.
That
How does that work?
It's,
bro? They just don't argue about politics ever. Like
that's what what's his face does. The guy that worked with Bill Clinton, old guy,
what the fuck's his name?
Raging Cajun.
I know who you're talking about.
What the fuck is his name?
How can we not remember that?
Dude.
James
Yeah,
Carville. There you
Carville.
go. Carville. He's not bad.
He has some whack takes sometimes.
He has some interesting
He has some
takes.
whack ass takes sometimes.
Person
But I mean,
wanting-
his it's the economy stupid is on the money.
Exactly.
But for some reason after that,
Which is sort of what she's saying a little bit.
yes, but they then turn and don't fucking deliver
back
on
to a
it.
place where
So
we
it
can
makes-
disagree on
makes it when they
politics,
say it,
yeah,
it means
have it be
nothing. I don't
so-
give a fuck about this.
like bitter.
So I hear you on the idea of like you want to talk about the economics and the unifying
Yeah.
and cost of living, and
This is where
I
she
think
calls
that
her out.
ignores a big elephant in the room,
Yes.
especially when you're talking about even Zoran Mamdani. The reason Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer don't want to endorse him is because of his position on Israel. The single most viral clip that he had in that election actually wasn't about cost of living, even though that's what he wanted to make his campaign about. His opponents, Andrew Cuomo in particular, wanted to make it all about accusing him of anti-Semitism and
Of
attacking
course.
him for his views on Israel and Palestine. So the most viral moment from that entire campaign, I believe, was this moment on the debate stage. Guys, this is E1. Let me go ahead
We
and play
covered
this
this,
for you,
you
and then I
know.
want to get your reaction.
Mr.
Not that we
Mamdani.
should
I would stay in New
get
York
an
City. My
award for it,
plans
but
are to address
we
New
were
York.
covering
Real
this.
live as it happened.
When it was
Mr.
going
Mamdani,
on,
can I just
bruh.
jump in?
Cool
Would you
says.
visit Israel
No,
as mayor?
I will be doing, as the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them
Right.
wherever they are across
So
the
that's my
5
sister will
boroughs,
be
whether
saying she's
that's in
gonna
their
be close
synagogues
to
and
home.
temples, or at their homes, or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
And
as
just
we've
yes or
seen,
no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist
Not
As a Jewish state?
No,
as a state with equal rights.
That's the
Now,
best
this was considered
possible
very
thing he
controversial
could
when he
have
said
about
it, and I think the results are in at this point
smart way
that
to
he
say
didn't
it.
win in spite of his
Smart way to
position
say
there.
it.
He won in part because of it, including if you listen to Andrew Cuomo's numbers, he won a majority of Jewish voters inside of New York City. And so what I'm curious for your view on is while, you know, I would love to debate you on your healthcare policy, I think we need Medicare for all, you think public option, your housing policy, et cetera. I'm just being really real with you. I don't really hear what you
Let's go.
say
This is goated.
if you are still supporting a genocide in Gaza.
This is my MVP of the week.
This
Just real
is
quick. This
she called her the
this
fuck
is who I
out.
put as MVP of the week. This is also what news interviews are supposed to fucking look like.
Yes,
bro.
dog.
This shit doesn't happen at all.
They're supposed to call people out. They're supposed
Call
to confront
people out,
them.
confront their shit, their side or not. This is what it looks like. Shouts out Crystal Ball, MVP of the week.
Crystal was real for doing
Game
this.
ball of the week.
And
Game ball
that's
of the week.
for me,
Facts.
you know, I'm speaking for myself,
Yeah.
but I know there are millions of other people who feel the same, that you have to at least cross this sort of moral threshold. And what it indicates to people, and I think part of why, you know, Zoran won so many people in New York City, young people in particular, but Jewish New Yorkers, people across the board, is because it was a sign of, number one, okay, you're focused on New York City first and foremost.
Sure.
Number two, you're willing to take the heat on an issue that is really difficult for you, where you're being overtly smeared as an anti-Semite. And number three, there's no, you know, entrenched interest that's going to control you. You have a spine, you have principles, you're willing to stand up for something. And so, you know, I'm curious for your reflections on that because of your voting record and where you've stood on this conflict.
Yeah, well, I mean, One of the proudest moments that I had in my last election, where I just won on the same ballot as Donald Trump, was that I won a majority of Jewish voters in Michigan. We have a large Jewish population. And I won Dearborn Heights, and Hamtramck, the 3 Muslim-dominated cities.
Okay, just to give you some context on the cities that she's talking about, Joe Biden won these districts like 60-20 in 2020. And Kamala lost all of them.
Yeah.
So clearly there was some shift. I don't know what exactly it was about Kamala specifically that like people really did not agree with her Gaza take.
Oh, the Gaza? Well, yeah, it was Gaza.
Well, I mean, Dearborn is a very Muslim city, so I presume that had a big impact on it.
Ultimately, yeah, the Gaza thing, especially in that area, Gaza was big. But also was the fact that people were struggling, and she was like, I'm not going to change anything. That's what fucked her royally.
But I just don't get why then this lady won. I don't know. It is weird.
Because I don't think this lady was running around going, I'm going to do everything Joe Biden's doing. I love Joe Biden.
Yeah, she was probably doing the opposite. That's a good point.
She was probably going, we need new leadership. She probably was campaigning very differently from what we're hearing today, right here.
You might be right.
Trump won.
But she did win those districts.
So I think the thing that I would push back on is the voters. Voters vote with their feet, right? We have a moment in an election where they get to decide. And there was no issue that was more difficult for me in this last, I would say 6 years, but certainly in this last election, other than this issue, because it's personal. I'm a Middle East analyst by training. And so what I tried to do and why I think I managed to win both those communities is call balls and strikes literally up to this week on what's going on.
So let's talk a little bit more about that.
But I think it's important, right? If you're going to push on me, then I think like there's one of us that's had an election and had to appeal to my voters and win. And so it doesn't surprise me at all that Mr. Mamdani won. Or actually, I didn't know his name. I didn't know much about him until he won. But because I think this issue is motivating people in a very visceral and personal way.
Yeah.
But it's not the only issue that my voters in Michigan care about.
Of course.
And the online world is extremely, extremely focused on this.
You don't say, huh? You don't say. It's not like we talk about it every week.
Literally. This is like, it is semi-valid. I mean, it's definitely not people's number one thing.
Up to now, I don't have the biggest problem with anything she said.
Up till now?
Up to now.
I just think a lot of what she's saying is fucking nothing, dude.
Yeah. But like right there, she made a valid point.
Salesmanship.
She made a valid point that she had to appeal to these people and she won. And she's just trying to say why she thinks she was able to do it.
Yeah. I don't think she's fully on the money.
Always represent the majority. And I think if I can push back, like if we're out on the road every day in Michigan when I'm there. In some communities, that issue is the number one issue, 100%. And like, I mean, up till this morning, right? Like people texting my phone and talking about a plan, some of the things we're working on. But I go outside the Detroit area, it's not in the top 40.
But Senator, it's not just a political issue, it's also a moral issue is what I'm trying to get to. So let's talk about those, calling them balls and strikes, if you will. So first of all, do you accept that Israel has a policy of enforced famine and starvation in the Gaza Strip?
Do you accept that?
I would accept that. Absolutely.
Literally put my name on a letter yesterday or last night that says like a policy of starvation, people are starting to starve.
And what I will also agree with her on this is that, and I'm not trying to like instigate anything, but if you follow the price of food in Gaza, like this is a pretty recent thing. Like the past few months, or the past weeks specifically, has been like it's gotten much worse in the past few weeks. Like the price of flour.
It's gotten worse, and it started on horrible.
But the price of flour has gone stratospheric in the past couple weeks, specifically.
The mothers can't produce milk.
Yeah.
Because of the lack of food. And then there's no formula getting in, bro.
Yeah, it's a massive issue.
Starving.
And Trump did announce aid this week.
war.
I don't know how fast that's going to happen. You saw his quote that he said when they asked him about Netanyahu.
You think it's gonna happen, bro?
Well, what did you think about that quote from when they were asking him about Netanyahu?
What was the quote?
So basically, they asked him, "Do you agree with Netanyahu saying that nobody's starving in Gaza?" And Trump said, "Well, according to the television, I wouldn't agree."
I did not see that.
Yes, bro.
Oh my God,
I don't know.
Oh God, somebody needs to put this show on in Trump's face. Just pull it up on an iPad.
He doesn't give a fuck what
hand
two
it to him.
little kids have to say.
We just have to go viral one time.
He's a 70-year-old man.
We just have to
bro.
go viral. Fucking one time we go viral and it's over. We're in. If Nut Boys can get an interview, we can get an interview.
Dude, we're trying to be in it for the long run, bro.
Yes.
But no, the past few weeks have been uniquely bad for Gaza, and they need to get aid in as soon as
a lot of
possible.
people have started.
And I was glad that they announced that, even if
a lot of
it's
people
questionable.
are starting to see the writing on the wall, even though like it's been on the wall.
No, the past few weeks specifically, I think have gotten worse.
Yeah.
Is all I'm trying to say.
It's definitely been escalated, bro.
Yeah.
Because they're on some, we can do whatever the fuck we want, bro.
And we're gonna get into the Gaza humanitarian
We're gonna
fund
get the funding
a little later on.
We're gonna get the money from the U.S. No problem.
In general, I mean, I served in places like Ramadi and Fallujah. I watched in 2004 and 2005 Al-Qaeda terrorists drag American citizens behind a vehicle until they died, right? Like horrible, and then string them up like a lynching.
Okay.
We still had a responsibility to get aid into Fallujah, despite the fact that we were fighting.
Do you buy this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you like not buy the argument she's making? Not that that happened.
Yeah.
But there's like the point.
Absolutely.
Al-Qaeda cells in Fallujah.
The point that even when you're in a war, like the point that she's trying to make, which she says it outright in a second here, is that the occupying force, right? So in Iraq, it would have been us. But whoever's doing the occupation has a responsibility to distribute food. 100%.
And Israel is not doing that.
They're not living up to it.
I have been
They're committing a
clear
war
about
crime
that.
in doing
So
so.
this is a crime against humanity. Forced
It's against the-
starvation is
you
a
cannot-
crime against humanity.
The occupying power has a responsibility to get aid into the war.
But this is her saying this is her saying nothing.
No, that's a fact of the international law of war.
Yeah, but like they're
that's
they're
important.
asking her like
I do care about
is
what the
Israel on some
international
fuck
laws
shit for this? And
Yeah.
he goes, if that's the thing that's happening, it's wrong. And they're like, this thing is happening.
Yeah.
Do you condemn it? And she's like, if that's happening, it's wrong.
That doesn't sound like what she's saying to me. It sounds like she
Yeah,
outright
so-
said that Israel has a duty to give aid to those areas. And she gave a specific example
No, but-
where America had a duty to give it to people in Iraq.
I don't think she's even. I think she's trying to get away with.
Bro, she made a specific
All
example.
right, we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna rewatch.
Famine and starvation in the Gaza Strip.
I think I literally put my name on a letter in
far
Ramadi in
back.
Fallujah.
No, go back to her putting her
I mean,
letter.
a policy of starvation, on a letter yesterday or last night that says like a policy of starvation, people are starting to starve, and in general. I mean, I served in places like Ramadi.
She's like, I signed a letter that says if this is happening, it's wrong.
No, she signed
but
a
they're
letter.
not admitting that it's happening.
She signed a letter that people are starving. Is that not what she said?
No, she signed a letter
Forced
saying
famine and
that
starvation
if
in
this is
Gaza.
happening,
I think
it's wrong.
I literally
But she
put
won't
my name
admit
on a
that it's
letter
happening.
yesterday or last night that says like a policy of starvation, people are starting to starve.
She never said
And
if
in
there.
general,
She said
I mean, I
people
served
are
in
starving. A
places like
policy of
Ramadi and
starvation is
Fallujah.
bad. Like.
I watched in 2004 and
letter.
2005.
Bro, that's the thing, bro. Is these people get graded on the fucking harshest curve in the world.
Correctly, they should be. They 100% should be.
But certain ones should be graded harsher. Like,
Cer-
like her being a Democrat, she should get the benefit of the doubt on some things.
No. What? No.
Absolutely.
What? Fuck no. That just makes it so that somebody just has to say they're a Democrat and you let them get away with some shit.
You should turn your eyes sometime to
No.
certain issues.
No.
Yes.
That's crazy.
If a Democrat gets elected in
What the
Georgia,
fuck?
if a Democrat gets elected in Georgia saying something more conservative than someone in LA, then of course I'm going to support both of them. Like you don't support one or the other. I mean,
You definitely can. You absolutely can.
yeah, you could, but in general I think it's a better strategy to support the people on your side. I think if you look at the GOP, that's what they do pretty much every single time.
That's what they do.
I think that's probably what we should do too, to some extent. Obviously, you don't give them the benefit of the doubt on everything, but on certain situations, I do think that people like her deserve some benefit. Like you basically were just ready to dismiss what she said if she said "if" in the statement, and it's like at that point we're grading a little bit too harshly.
No, I disagree with that so hard, bro. Why do you give her any grace? She's a senator. She's one of 50 people that get to be a fucking senator. You get the harshest
because
rating.
she votes against Trump on everything.
She does not.
She gets some credit for that.
She does not. She votes with Trump on Israel.
You don't know that.
Yes, we do. Crystal literally is going to say it.
We're going to talk about it.
Crystal's literally going to say it.
Al-Qaeda terrorists drag American
They said he has
citizens
not voted against
behind a vehicle until they died.
Not
right?
one time.
Like horrible, and then string them up like a lynching.
Okay.
We still had a responsibility to get aid into Fallujah, despite the fact that we were fighting Al-Qaeda cells in Fallujah, and I have been clear about that.
So this is a crime against humanity. Forced
It's against
starvation is a
cannot-
crime against humanity.
The occupying power has a responsibility to get aid into the war zone. Period.
So
by the law of war.
So in addition, do you accept that the Israeli plan, as reported by Haaretz, as discussed openly by ministers like Ben-Gvir and Smotrich, as backed by the President of the United States, is forced ethnic cleansing?
I think we have.
Do you think it's
As
forced?
Okay, hold on.
Discussed openly by ministers like Ben-Gvir and Smotrich.
Okay, when she says like people like Ben-Gvir and Smotrich, we have to understand that like she is referencing some of the most extreme people in Israel. She isn't
most powerful.
But Ben-Gvir is not. He's pretty powerful, but he's not like Benjamin Netanyahu. But
they get sway though. They have sway. They're not nobodies.
They're not nobodies.
That mean.
I'm not trying to say that they are nobodies.
Their opinions and the things they say have more weight than most people.
What I will say is the fact that she's referencing those people means that she probably should be willing to condemn what they're saying. But at the same time, like Crystal is playing like this on this
she
one.
Does it so well.
She does it well. But like you have to understand, most people aren't gonna realize that. Like Ben-Gvir and Smotrich, most people have no idea who the fuck these people are. These are some of the most extreme people in Israel. So when she says, "Do you agree with with Ben-Gvir and Smotrich's plan in Israel?" Like that's not saying, "Do you agree with Israel?" It's like these extreme figures.
I don't know,
these
man.
extreme figures in the Israeli government.
I don't know, man.
The fact that she pulls out Ben-Gvir.
They're extreme figures in the Israeli government, while the Israeli government is doing extreme things.
Bro, Ben-Gvir.
So it kind of fucking fits, brother.
Ben-Gvir would be extreme in any fucking country because he literally is a convicted terrorist.
You think Bibi is like...
No, like in Israel.
But do you think Bibi's like, dude, Ben is a little fucking...
I
mean, we want to ethically cleanse, but come on, bro.
Ben-Gvir is a little...
I don't see that.
He's a little too extreme. He says some crazy shit.
Also, Sagar Balding?
Potentially.
Sagar Balding?
Uh-oh.
Sagar dad?
Having a kid. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, stressing him
Turns
out.
out makes you bald.
Yeah.
As backed by the President of the United States, is forced ethnic cleansing.
I think we have, as recently as yesterday, the Prime Minister of Israel talking about forced migration into certain areas and then potentially out of the country.
Oh, dude, we have a lot
that
to
is
talk
not
about.
legal. That is not on any...
Okay, she explicitly calls out Netanyahu and says that is not legal, what he wants to do.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Great.
That's a good
her
thing.
words are great, but when it comes time to fucking vote, to cut funding, you won't see her ass there, bro. You won't. I'm gonna get another beer. You want one?
Yeah, I'll take another one. But no, this Alyssa Slotkin lady, it's again, it's mixed. Like she does some things really well, and that's why she's able to win a state like Michigan. But there's a lot of things that people like me or Nico are not gonna see eye to eye on, and I think that's fine. I don't think it's like a big issue. If you can win, I mean, that's kind of what matters most. I mean, at the end of the day, whether it's NFL, politics, life, winning cures all, baby.
I think that if you win and don't deliver anything, then winning was absolutely useless.
Winning cures all.
Disagree?
I still say
You
winning
disagree with
cures
that?
all.
I'd rather win than not win.
Yeah.
But I actually what I really want is things to change. You know?
I can agree with
So
that.
if you're gonna win and change nothing, that's why people didn't vote for Kamala.
I
It was
don't
like, I'm
agree
gonna make
with
you
that,
win and you're
man.
gonna change nothing.
I don't agree with that.
If I'm gonna vote for you and you're gonna change nothing, I'm just not gonna vote
That was
for
a
you.
part of it.
That's what it was, man. That's what it really is.
Been clear about that. So I would ask for a little bit of an open mind.
Well, what I would ask is, listen, I'm a YouTuber. You know, I have my words. That's all I have.
Yeah.
But you're a United States senator.
Yes. God damn it.
That's the worst time ever.
The sleep mask looks kind of cool though. I don't know why.
Like you're not the president, but you have power. So what are you going to do? Because so far what we've seen, I mean, you voted for some of the aid that's been used to massacre children and innocents. You know, you have backed Israel, as far as I can tell, you know, from your voting record at almost every turn. You voted for a definition of anti-Semitism that would, you know, codify anti-Zionism as anti-Semitism.
Ridiculous.
You voted as a member of the House to sanction the ICC for indicting Benjamin Netanyahu, who you just admitted is a war criminal, you know, by your own words. So
Also, okay, let me actually get your take on this.
Let me see.
If she sat here with Crystal and said, "I regret that vote and I shouldn't have done it," would you give her props for that, or would you be like,
Yes.
"No, it's still just words"?
I would.
But that is the ultimate just
Actually-
words. That is the ultimate. It's just words.
I would have to.
I don't know because the
I
anti-Semitism.
would have to see her actually change after
Yes,
that.
change
You
her
know what I'm
voting
saying?
record.
Yeah.
The anti-Semitism thing, I could see her like not fully understanding how the Trump administration was going to use it.
But if
'Cause
that,
they
if
have
that's the
abused
case,
it,
then
yeah.
she has no place in the Senate.
I can agree with that. To
You
an
know what I
extent.
mean? If she really was like, oh, it threw me off, then
are you
on
going
some
to join
bullshit.
Senator Angus King, Senator Bernie Sanders in saying no more aid to this country that is committing war crimes against innocent civilians?
I think the first thing, if you're asking about what to do with power, and I would offer that right now Democrats own nothing in Washington. So
Don't play powerless with me.
No,
with me.
I'm
You're a
not-
United States senator.
I
There are
understand.
things-
This is where I think she takes it to another level that it really didn't need to go to. Because she basically calls her the fuck out. Like, don't act powerless with me. Like, that's an aggressive tone. Like, that's an aggressive
Crystal?
line of questioning. Yeah.
Yeah, but
This is the one point where I'm like, okay, you could have relaxed a little bit. Like,
no. Why?
with power.
because, bro, now they're never going to get another senator, bro.
Oh, but that
They're never going to get another senator.
if you have to fucking hold back to get another senator, then your interviews are worthless.
But that comment is also worth
But like, look, BB might go back on Nelk. Like they didn't give him a hard time. Like, but the Nelk interviews are they're worthless. They don't do. There's nothing to gain from them.
Well, that we all know is true.
So that's why it's like.
But this, like, there's a point where pushing back becomes like, okay, that was kind of toxic.
Dude, journalism? No, it's not.
I don't think
it's-
she needed to call her
It's not
out on
toxic,
that
bro.
line. Because she did make a valid line. Like, she said, oh, Democrats don't really have power right now. Like, it is what it is. And Crystal's like, don't play that power. Like,
Yeah.
it was a valid point that she was making, though. You don't think so?
So in your head, so it's like when she does nothing and she's just like, we don't have power. You're just like, yeah, I guess we can't do a goddamn fucking single thing.
No, when she explicitly is calling out a foreign policy point that the president has control over, there isn't a lot that she can do other than signing those letters that she was talking about she signed. And the voting record, I'll give you that, like 100%. If her voting record's fucked, then yeah, that's messed up. But outside of that, like, yeah, they don't have a lot of power right now with regards to foreign policy. Like, even if all the Democrats, the whole Senate decided overnight, like, yo, this is a genocide, we need to cancel all the aid, like, it still wouldn't do anything because Trump has all the
But
cards.
it would.
The Republicans have all the cards.
It wouldn't change policy for now,
Yes.
but it would definitely do a lot in terms of getting the people on your fucking side, bro.
It could.
It would, dude.
In
If
some
you-
places.
Not
everywhere, I
You're
don't
telling
think.
me where could you go where you say
Michigan.
I'm against fucking cutting the funding? I want to fund Israel.
Yeah.
Where do you go and say that and win,
That has nothing to do with what she's saying, though. But her state, clearly.
dude? I think that's you win in spite of that. I think people overlook that to vote for their.
Then how did Trump win?
Because they overlook that shit. They overlook quadruple the amount of shit. Mass deportation.
No,
they
that's
want
a fact.
that shit.
That's a fact.
They want that shit.
I don't know. It could go both ways on this one.
The Trump voters.
I could see it going both ways on that. But at the end of the day, the Democrats don't have a lot of power.
But they could do more than they're doing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right now, Democrats own nothing in Washington. So
don't play powerless with me.
No,
with me.
I'm
You're a
not
United States senator.
I
There are
understand,
things you can do.
In terms of who runs our foreign policy, I just think it's interesting, right, that there was a ton of protests when Democrats were in charge.
There was a protest in Manhattan yesterday.
Okay, this is another one where it's like, okay, sure, there was a protest in Manhattan, but I think that we can all agree that like the protests before, like when Kamala was running versus now, like there's way less of them.
Yeah, but I think she's trying to say like nobody's protesting. But it's like people are fucking upset. People are.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say nobody's but compared to what it was before, it is a little sad.
Yeah, but that's.
And I think that is a byproduct of, oh, let's shit on our progressives, like Kamala. Let's shit on her for being anti-Gaza.
I hate when you call Kamala progressive.
She was progressive.
She's only if you're saying relative to the rest of like the Senate.
No, not relative to the Senate.
Relative to what?
Because
in a vacuum, she's not a progressive.
Well, okay. Actually, I figured it all out just now, Nico. I figured it all out. Okay?
I would love it if
because
you did.
This is a perfect example of how you hold them to a different standard.
You're supposed to.
No, but let me Kamala, right? She said not a lot of progressive shit.
Mm-hmm.
What about her voting record?
Also
her voting record was super progressive. And that's why they were able to use it against her. That's why Donald Trump was able to say, oh, illegal immigrant
They
sex
had those
changes in
two
prison
fucking
because she
clips.
voted
That
for
clip
it.
is what the vote isn't what got her. Is the fucking clip.
Maybe it was the clip. That might be
just
valid.
the clip.
That's valid. But I'm just saying, like, with her, it's like, oh, the vote is what matters. Like, what you say, who gives a fuck. But with Kamala, it's kind of the other way around, no?
No, for both of them, the vote is what matters.
Okay, so Kamala was pretty progressive. If you look at her voting record, bro, we've looked this up.
You don't have.
We've looked this
There
up.
are not enough progressive bills on the floor to vote on to say you are progressive. Like you.
Is Bernie Sanders progressive?
Yes.
Okay, she was more progressive than him.
That's not.
By the votes, if you look by the votes.
What is that? What votes? Please.
Okay, yeah.
Please.
Okay, we're gonna pull it up.
What are the progressive ass things that Kamala voted for that Bernie was like, no, that's too progressive. Please.
Let's find out.
Please. Look at that. No, Kamala is not the most liberal. First
That's
fucking
fake
thing.
news, bro.
Bro, first fucking thing.
Where was the article though? Not this random Facebook.
He's going on
shit.
Facebook. I'm about to pull out a Breitbart article.
Let's see. Based on her roll call voting, Harris is the second most liberal senator to serve in the Senate in the 21st century. So not even just now, the whole 21st century.
Yeah.
So how do we know?
The first Bernie.
How do we know? For more than 40 years, political scientists have used roll call votes combined with
Is there a
advanced
list of the
statistical
votes?
methods to reliably plot the location. I'm sure it's somewhere.
Skip down to the list
The
of
Vote
votes.
View Project.
Skip. Does it say who the first is? It's got to be Bernie.
Elizabeth Warren.
She's more progressive? Where is it?
Yep. And
Damn.
Kirsten Gillibrand. That's a scam.
That makes
Okay, maybe this
no
doesn't
sense.
mean anything.
Yes.
Kirsten Gillibrand is
Yes,
not progressive.
Nikki D. Thank you.
Kirsten Gillibrand is not
It's
progressive.
a title you can get, but it means nothing, dude.
But
Yes.
she was pretty liberal in terms of voting
As
record.
much as Kirsten Gillibrand.
In terms of voting record, she was. That is crazy. She must have went through a shift or something. I don't know what happened to Kirsten.
I'm telling you, dude, it doesn't mean anything. When you say that, it doesn't mean anything.
I think it's fair to say, just to be honest, that back and forth, like the number of protests that go on now versus
Valid
before.
point.
They
This
were
is a
far-
valid. I
Your
maintain
political
that this is a valid
coalition.
point.
Well, not to mention,
That's
I mean,
part
Senator
of it.
Salkin,
That's
I
fair.
don't maintain
obviously
that.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I was very upset over the Biden administration policy. And as you can tell, I'm very upset over the Trump administration policy.
Yeah.
So let's deal not in strawman, but me
Okay,
and
but
here
in
and now.
terms of
Not in
what,
str-
so
okay, what did she really
the
strong?
tools that I have, the tools that we have
She's
in
strawmanning
general.
going, there's
To
actually
me,
not
the
protests
most
happening.
important thing
People are actually
is
pretty
a
on
There
board.
is way less.
pressurized campaign
It's
to get
undeniable.
But are
aid
people
into
super on
people
board?
starving.
No.
That to
No,
me is
they're not.
But like,
the number
were you
one, 'cause that's the
expecting
one
like protesting is fucking work, bro?
I would like
you can't
for
protest
people.
forever.
I would like for people to protest Trump on this issue rather than Kamala on this issue, considering that Trump's policy is 10 times worse than what Kamala's would have been, and it's also 10 times worse
Yeah.
than what Biden actually did.
The protests will never move Trump. They might move Kamala.
That's an interesting take. That might be the most convincing one that I've ever heard. But I still don't know if they would have moved Kamala. But I do see what you're saying. Donald Trump would have never been moved
Nothing.
by
We
any.
never budge on that.
That's a valid one. That's a valid argument. I see where you're coming from.
urgent and today. And that
But will you cut off aid to Israel so long as they're committing crimes against humanity?
there is a difference between a weapon to protect a country from incoming missiles versus other type. Offensive and defensive weapons are different.
So would you,
Is that valid?
That is a valid take in my book. Because it is true that they're not the same thing.
I don't know, man. Defensive missiles.
Not defensive missiles. She's talking about the Iron Dome, is what she's obviously referencing.
I don't immediately assume Iron Dome is the only thing she's referencing here.
Well, I don't know specifically, but I just feel like
I think
what
a lot.
she's saying is true.
Yes, but when you say that, then they just start
Okay.
just start calling offensive weapons defensive weapons.
If she says that and then votes for offensive weapons, then I agree completely. Which
No.
it sounds like is what she has done.
But
That
what,
sounds like
no,
what she
but
was
that,
doing.
what she's gonna do, what they really are gonna do is gonna go, oh, that weapon actually is defensive, so it's not an offensive weapon.
I hope
it is
not.
defensive. That's what
I mean,
they
I could
do.
see that
They
happening.
fucking
support offensive weapons ban?
But on principle, she's right.
if that statement was fully genuine, fully authentic, yes,
Okay.
yeah, maybe, but
Maybe.
like, there's no.
would you?
I still see where you could say it both ways. Like,
I'm pretty like fuck that. I don't buy that
Offensive
argument,
aids
especially
with-
right now.
that
with
certainly,
Israel.
to me, would be a place to look, but I'm not going to cut off a blanket next sale
But I-
on a defensive weapon
I
that
also
comes through. No.
I also reject that because, for example, if Senator Salkin, if you were asked to support defensive weapons for Iran, defensive weapons for Russia,
okay. If we want to talk about straw man, this is the ultimate straw man that she just did.
How?
Because Iran and Russia are not our allies.
Dude,
Israel has been our ally for a long time. And so
you know what? Let's just watch the video because that's literally what she says.
Yeah.
That's literally what Slotkin
I know
says.
it is, and she is right though.
No, okay, wait, because Sagar has the
No,
best
but
immediate
Iran-
response to
I mean,
that.
but
they're defensive. They're just protecting civilians, right?
Right.
Sagar,
How is it different?
they're gonna have the argument
because
for
Israel's
us.
being shot at. I mean,
Well, so is
So is Iran.
Yeah.
So is Russia.
Ukraine's shooting at Russia right now.
That's true.
Correct.
I'm sorry. This is the difference between allies, partners, and adversaries.
Why is it
no.
an ally then?
Melt sales
Right there.
objections with
Right there. Why are they an ally?
I can give you a few reasons that they're
Look at
allies.
this thing. Honestly, it's
What are
What
they doing right
state
now?
the reasons.
Okay. Number one, we got a lot of Jews in America, and they support Israel.
That statement becomes less true
By the
by
day.
the hour.
Okay, maybe
By
support,
the hour.
Maybe support Israel is the wrong way.
Think
to say
about
it.
just even Zoran.
They support the
Zoran
country.
is the perfect.
They support the country of Israel, not Israel, the government. I'm saying that they support the country of
Zoran
Israel.
is the perfect, like, indicator of like that shit is.
Not only
past,
that,
brother.
but
That shit is.
you want to talk about,
brother.
and she raises this point as well, intelligence sharing. Like, whether you like them or not, the Mossad is one of the most advanced intelligence agents in the world. And the fact that they're
doubt
willing to
that.
work for us and with us is a good thing. And it probably helps prevent a lot of terrorism.
I am not convinced we're not getting scammed by Mossad.
That's one we can't really. There's
we'll
no
never
way to
know.
settle that. There's no way
But
to
I
settle that.
can't
yeah.
imagine they're really like, we gotta look out for the U.S. I think it's more, dude, the U.S. are fucking idiots.
You know how my dad
Give
says
it however
this,
we
which
want.
this is the craziest take,
Please.
but he's kind of right in a way.
Let me hear this take.
His take, and honestly, let's go full screen for this. This is fucking good.
Uh-oh.
But so his take is basically to fight terrorists. Sometimes you got to be the terrorists in order to really understand how. And it's kind of true in a way.
Look,
it is kind of true.
Look,
Yeah, I'm listening.
a lot of change, progressive change, revolution, shit, ugly things have to get done.
Yeah,
Watch Andor.
Nelson Mandela.
Watch fucking Andor. You can't. It really is no clean way to do it.
No, Nelson Mandela did it the best way, bro, and I will go to him as the example every time. And whenever people try to compare South Africa to Israel, it triggers the fuck out of me.
You mean like the apartheid state?
No, not in terms of the apartheid, but in terms of the resistance. Like, people say that Nelson Mandela was, he was a terrorist.
He was like Hamas?
Yeah, he was like Hamas. Yeah, exactly. Which is not a fair comparison at all. Because if you look into his movement, whenever someone would attack civilians, they would get fucking exorcised from the movement. They'd get the fuck out of there. Nelson Mandela never he supported attacks on infrastructure. He supported attacks on material, not on people. Like, killing civilians is never the right approach, which is basically Nelson Mandela's whole thing. And he would kick people out if they did so, which is why I hate when people compare him to Hamas, because it's like, no, the resistance is totally different. Like, the resistance in South Africa was much more peaceful. I understand why the people in Gaza have been radicalized into terrorism, but that's still not the right approach of a resistance.
I probably do think it's slightly more comparable, but
the apartheid situation.
Would you say that Palestinians have been treated worse than black South Africans during apartheid?
I honestly don't know enough about black South Africans.
I wouldn't know either. Okay. Whatever.
Compared to blacks in America under slavery, it's even worse than that, I think.
South African, yeah.
Actually, I don't know about that. Because we were pretty
I
bad.
wouldn't have trouble.
We were pretty fucking bad, bro.
Yeah.
And like chattel slavery, like in terms of being owned your whole life, that's a uniquely American thing. Like even other slaveries weren't like that, bro.
Really?
In terms of like, you're owned, and because you're black, you're owned and your possession until the end of your life. That's a unique evil type of slavery that actually most of the rest of the world did never have.
Most of the world had slavery where like you could get free
Indentured
eventually.
servitude, and yeah, you're free after 20 years, and there were certain rules regarding it, but it's literally called chattel slavery because the people were property. Like, I do think that makes it uniquely insidious. So maybe slavery was worse than in Gaza. I don't know, actually. I don't know.
TBD, yeah.
I think it was probably worse.
Let's get a
but I don't
South
know.
African expert in here. Break it down. Compare apartheid as South Africa to.
Dude, we just got a long message, bro. That's definitely a real person.
Yeah, new and pro.
Dude, that's a real guy.
Really boost engagement. You will need to grow your followers. We're about to switch off the Kick and add like Twitter or YouTube.
I'd
or-
be so
or
down to
Facebook.
add.
I think you
Twitter.
might have to pay now.
Twitter, we might pop off, bro.
You might have to pay to go.
I'll pay for the thing if it helps.
Oh,
us.
dude, if you could stream from your Twitter account,
Yeah.
well, I'll do it. That'd be sick.
I'll pay for the
For the-
premium.
yeah, dude.
I think
Elon
allied
some money.
relationships, just like
They
Lithuania
got
right
sale.
now, like an allied.
See, that's some straw man bullshit. Trying to put Israel compared to Lithuania.
That is that is kind of weird.
That's some bullshit.
It's a weird comparison.
Relationship.
But she's just making the point that we have allies that we've had for decades that we should generally be a little bit more.
But she's
Understanding.
making the argument of like, yeah, if they're allies are allies, like even if they start doing bad shit.
And we should rein in on them rather than just cutting ties.
I don't know. Weren't we allies with Germany, and then we just were like, this is atrocious. We're not allies no more.
I don't actually know the full situation there.
I'm pretty sure we had a better relationship with Germany, and then the Nazi shit started going down.
You want to know something crazy? Is that I don't know about that for a fact, but I do know that Germany modeled a lot of the eugenics stuff off of California,
Yes.
which is insane to think about.
I have heard about that.
They literally modeled the Nazi eugenics system after a California thing that we tried for a while. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could maybe not say allies, but we definitely had some similar ideas at some points, which is it is what it is. People.
Or a partner relationship is a long-standing relationship of information sharing and diplomacy. And that is, to me, it's not a like, every day we decide Lithuania is our ally or not. We're allied or not. And sometimes we have big breaks with allies, right? Sometimes we...
Have you ever looked in how Putin feels about Israel?
No.
It's actually pretty interesting.
Is he like, fuck them?
No. So Putin, well, what you have to understand, first of all, is that there's actually a lot of Russian people in Israel because there's a lot of Christian Russians, or Jewish Russians, sorry.
Yes. Russian
and so they have a lot of people in Israel. So Putin tries to be as committal as possible.
That makes sense.
Like, he does support Palestine in some instances, but in general, he tries to be very neutral.
Makes sense.
He's not a big fan of Netanyahu, though, which... I'm with him on that one. I'm with him on that
Tracks. Adds up.
We have difficult moments with allies. Sometimes it goes the wrong way with allies. But an allied relationship is a long-term relationship.
It's hard for me to understand why we should ally. Like, I'm sure you believe in, like, or claim to believe in liberal human rights. Why would we add with a nation
that was also unnecessary.
No. Love every
this
time.
This is a good point, but she didn't need to say, "Oh, you claim to believe."
Every time she does something where it's like that confrontational,
yeah,
I fucking love it.
I love it in a way,
dude.
I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. I love the fact that she's doing it in general, but I just feel like she went a little overboard with the confrontational stuff.
If you're public official, or like you're mega rich, like you're big, you own like a big corporation or something like that, you're in a new level of scrutiny.
But what's another fact is that she's never doing another one of these.
Yeah.
And a lot of people won't, because why would you do something like this if someone's going to confront you this hard?
Yeah, but that logic wasn't always there. It used to be.
True. That's true.
You do the difficult interview.
Now you don't have to. It's sad.
That's pussy. That's why I'm like, you can't have that mindset of, I won't go super hard on them because they won't come back. If the only reason they're coming back is because you're not going hard on them, I don't give a fuck about your interview.
I agree with that.
Your interview's worthless.
I agree with that, but there is levels to it, and I like that she was willing to do this.
That's why Sagar's great in the room, because Sagar will fucking tone it down. He will turn. So it can be useful, but I think she, like, if it was only Sagar like toning it down, I'm like, problem. This isn't good.
I could see.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's why Sagar gets to interview Trump.
Yeah.
Is because he is willing to tone it down.
And
he still asks pressing questions. He just doesn't do it in that confrontational of a way.
Yeah, he does, but like, I think.
Like, again, it's how you say it. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. Again.
I think like when he went to the White House and asked those questions, I was kind of like, all right. Like,
oh, well, the White House thing was different. But, like, this interview, if it was just Sagar, I do still think that he would be demanding of her with answers.
Because he's Republican.
I just don't think that he would have gone on, like, the things that she's saying, like the random call-outs. Which, I'm cool with them calling her out. I just feel like she felt attacked. And I think that she is right to feel attacked.
Yeah, but I don't think I think she signed up for a job where that's part of the fucking job.
She didn't know what she got herself into. You're 100% right.
Part of the fucking job,
You're 100% right. All right, let's finish it out.
Genocide and live streaming it.
Can I ask, literally, like this? I think about this from the mirror image way.
Okay, this I actually think she makes a great point. I think that this is the part I'm thinking of.
Because I do not support the things that Donald Trump is doing, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm an American. So do I want other countries to look at America and be like, we can't stand Donald Trump, so we're going to end any longstanding relationship we have with the American people. We're going to cut off any support we give them on information sharing or intelligence sharing. Like, we are not just our elected leaders. And I think that's the thing that's been lost in the conversation.
So what she's trying to say there is that, like, yes, elected leaders can be really fucking shit, but that doesn't mean that you should just write a country off. So, like, then the example she uses, obviously, is us with Donald Trump. But what she's really making an example of is Netanyahu. because obviously people don't like Netanyahu.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you cut off everything with Israel and never do anything with them again. That's all she's trying to say with that point, which
But
I think is a valid point.
I would say
Yes.
that I don't think people are saying cut off Israel, never deal with them again. I think they're saying cut off Israel
For
until
right
they
now,
stop
because of what they're
fucking
doing right now. Which I agree with that. But that's why I push back against the boycott, divest, and sanction thing. Because punishing all Israelis for something that is a very clearly a top leadership issue.
The divested thing, I'm kind of okay with, just because it's like, approval for like, not for what Bibi's doing, but the general sort of like taking the land. They kind of a lot of Israelis are pro that shit.
Well, I think a bunch of people after 9/11 would have been too.
Pro what?
Pro Iraq War, which was essentially what.
No. I'm saying pre October 7th.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't agree with that because Netanyahu
They're
was
pro-
not very popular before 9. Even now, he's not very popular.
He's not very popular.
People do not like him. Even today,
he's not very popular. But the idea of like
ethnically
taking
cleansing
Gaza is kind of popular. In
It's like
Israel.
50-50.
It's I mean, yeah, it's like
It's
not,
60-40
It's not
actually.
small. It's not like everybody's against
It's
it.
a lot of people that are for it.
But
But American Jews, exact opposite. And even in Israel, it's a 60-40 thing. You can't say that it's all Israelis that are put.
No.
It's not a monolith.
It's not all.
As much as people want to say it's a monolith, it
But
is not a
60-40
monolith.
is like the generous. I think it is closer to like 50-50. Or I think it might be slightly majority kind of.
60-40, yeah. I think it's like 60
Want
support it. Yeah.
to- yeah.
Which is sad, and it's really bad. But at the same time, and you are going to think this is a hot take. I don't think it is. But if you look at the history of Israel's government,
Yeah.
like they are one of the most right-wing governments that they have had in a long, long time. Like in their history, pretty much.
Yes.
And I don't think that happens on accident. And what I mean by that is like there is somewhat of a reason why people have shifted to this stance in Israel in the last decade or two.
Yeah.
And I think in large part it's because they pulled out of Gaza. They stopped the occupation in 2006. They pulled their whole military out of Gaza. And what happened? The
Palestinians
won
didn't
the
get their equal rights.
No, they didn't.
They didn't get it.
No, they
so what
didn't.
happened? Say it. They voted in who?
They voted for Hamas. Which it sucks.
It's not out of thin
It
air.
sucks.
It's not for no reason.
But it was pretty unexpected even then. People thought that Hamas was not going to win. I actually didn't realize that. And I looked it up. And it was like, Hamas shocks election result. Like, actually, a lot of people didn't see that happening. But it is what happened. And I think that because they had so much power in Gaza, because they pulled the military out, I think that did make people in Israel more radical. Because they saw the attacks happening, they saw the intifadas, and they said, fuck this. Like, we can't live in peace with
I guess
these
from Israelis, yeah, but that's horseshit because it's
I
like,
agree. Like,
yeah.
you can't fault all Palestinians because of that.
Not even you can't fault all Palestinians. If you're not gonna give them equal rights,
Correct.
you're gonna have a problem.
Correct.
You're gonna have.
But they
a
did make
problem.
some good steps in 2006, and it didn't work. And now there's an appetite to go back to how it was.
The good step would have been you guys have the same rights as everybody else.
So
That's the
Come to
good
our
step.
country.
And
Come to
another
our
Israeli.
country.
That's the good step. Oh my god, double.
It's the same,
fucking
double hey
fat.
there's.
Oh
Wow.
fuck, the camera died.
That's impressive.
Did the camera die? Oh no, it didn't die. What the fuck?
Did the camera die?
No, it didn't die. It's just fucking.
We're chilling.
1 second. This should work in a second. Fucking camera, god damn it. Pulse. Okay, I gotta change the battery. Real quick.
But no, that's all I was trying to say is that, like, their government didn't get that extreme overnight. Like, it's all trends, right? It happens over time. And there was obviously a shift in Israel towards this type of shit. And it sucks. And I wish that it didn't happen. But it did happen for a reason. And you can't just look at the plights of one people without the other. That's all I'm trying to say. We're back.
You can't look at plights of one people without the other. But I would argue the only group
that's had it that bad.
That's not worrying about the plights of others is Israel.
That's a fact. They're going.
They don't give a fuck.
They're doing some really bad shit, man. They're doing some really bad shit. It's undeniable.
I mean, people are starving. People are not eating. People,
and they need to get food.
And it's to the point where if right now, this second, you flood aid into fucking Gaza,
still some people
still
aren't
too
gonna
late.
get it.
It's already a little too late for a lot of
people
fucking
have already died.
A lot of people. Fucking devastating. Yeah, let's finish this out. Holy shit. We've done like an hour and a half of this.
Human rights organization joined the global consensus, Amnesty International, some 800 scholars. There was a piece from an Israeli scholar in the New York Times in saying this is a genocide. Do you accept, even Marjorie Taylor Greene yesterday came out and said it's a genocide. Do you accept that? And if you do, I mean, what responsibility does a United States senator have? For this is a nation that we send every year billions of dollars to aid that you have voted for and supported. Like, what responsibility does a United States senator have to prevent genocide and to stop genocide that we see ongoing?
We have a responsibility up till today to ensure that food is getting in.
Is it
so
a
that
genocide?
People don't starve. I don't know that I'd use that term, but it is.
Is that dog shit or is that not dog? Is it valid?
If I was in her seat, I would say it's a genocide. Having said that, it's not like the life or death point that Crystal thinks it is.
We just finished talking about how they're starving.
Yes.
And it's manufactured starvation.
Yeah.
And that is an act of genocide.
To an extent. Same thing happened in Yemen.
That's an act of genocide.
Same exact thing happened in Yemen.
It's an act of genocide.
Nobody called it a genocide.
I think they did.
People just said it was.
It's
a famine. It's a famine. And when a famine is inflicted by a certain group of people, then you could argue it's a genocide. I would call it a genocide, but I'm just saying, like, whether or not you use that word, like, is a meaningless thing at the end of the day. Like, that's one of the things that is just a word, and it doesn't actually matter. Like, whether this lady,
I disagree.
If her voting record was the exact same, but she called it a genocide, then it doesn't matter.
Well, then she would be called a fucking hypocrite, or like, she would just be like untrustworthy.
She would find some way to rationalize
She would be untrustworthy.
She would find some way to rationalize
If you call it a genocide and then continue to vote to fund Israel, you don't make any sense logically. Like,
it depends on what we're funding. If we're talking about the Iron Dome, then I could understand it. If we're talking about offensive weapons, then I agree. This lady.
So I think Crystal actually is gonna make this in a second. But no matter how awful Israel gets, as we should keep funding the Iron Dome because it's defensive.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, so at what point do you go, okay, even defensive weapons we can't fund anymore?
When they're using the offensive bombs that we're giving them to bomb civilians.
But they do that.
And she explains this. Right now, the conflict is not mostly dropping bombs.
Bro, but it's not like... It's not like Israel's like, we're trying really hard to not drop bombs. Like
They're not. They're just not dropping.
They're just like, we'll drop a bomb.
They're just not dropping.
Yeah, but like, they won't think twice.
They're shooting people at aid stations
As soon as someone's like, actually, I think the best move is to drop a bomb, they'll go, okay, drop it.
They're shooting people at aid stations instead. It depends. Like, if a bomb is to kill a military target, then no. It depends on how much, obviously, civilians are being harmed. But if it's at a military target, then no.
Yeah, but we all know that they said that they do is blow up a hospital and go is actually a military base.
Well, Hamas does do that, bro. And that's well documented, that they do station their military supplies in civilian
So they
areas.
should blow up hospitals?
No,
okay.
But if there's a military target, there's a military target. Bottom line.
And then but then you do agree blow up the hospital then if it's a military target. You can't do both.
If there's
one or the other.
If there's a thing underground that is like weapons, munitions, and stuff like that, then yeah, they have the right.
You can blow up that hospital.
I think so.
I don't think so.
If it's a military target, it's a military target.
I think when there's civilians, you got to work around that shit.
I mean, it depends.
You gotta
To an
work
extent,
around
you have a responsibility to prevent.
It would be
civilian
such an
death.
extreme case where I'd be like, okay, we have to kill civilians. Where I'd be like, we have to do it.
Okay.
It would take so
I'm
much.
gonna put you on the spot right now.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna put you so hard on the
Put
spot.
me on the
right
spot.
now. Okay.
Right fucking now.
The year is 1999. Okay.
Okay.
You have a clear shot to take out Osama bin Laden. Okay. But
I was so delayed.
in order to do it, you have to blow up his apartment complex with 50 people in it, and they're all civilians except him.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do it?
Nope.
I would do it. Because Osama bin Laden ended up killing 2,000 people. You're
Yeah.
preventing death in a way.
I don't know. I don't think.
Would that be preventing death? I actually don't know. That's a controversial point.
It's kind of like a trolley thing.
Let's say that you knew that he was going to do the attack on 9/11. Then would you still not do it?
I'm in the government.
Yeah, you're in the
hand
situation
on the
room.
button.
Situation room, yeah.
They're like,
Nico Ravello.
we got Osama.
He's in our scope.
He's for sure doing 9/11 next week.
Yep.
He's in an apartment building
With 50
full of
people.
civilians, children.
Yep.
Do we kill him? I go. This is what I say. I go. You fucking. I do. You send fucking special ops in. And
No.
He's sitting yards away, right, waiting for him to just leave.
That wasn't part of the question.
Osama's taking out the trash. Gone. Right now.
That wasn't part of the question.
That is my answer.
That's a good answer. That's a politician answer, though, Nico. You didn't say anything.
That's what we did. That's what Obama did.
He didn't say.
He didn't bomb a thing where he was surrounded by civilians.
Oh, he definitely did. He definitely did. Obama definitely did.
No, but the way they killed him,
that.
they fucking snuck into the.
Oh yeah, when they killed him, yeah.
The way that was successful was covert. Yeah, no, Obama. He drone
But he did a lot of drone strikes.
He did a lot of fucking bullshit.
Insane amount of drone
A
strikes.
lot of bullshit.
He said it was worth it even if we kill some American citizens.
He was a savage with the drone strikes. And then Trump came in and was like, let's up it 400%, bro.
Did he actually up it 400%? That's insane.
First term, he fucking increased drone strikes.
That's the one thing I will stand Biden until the end of the earth. He cut drone strikes by like 80%, bitch.
Trump?
Biden.
Oh, Biden? Yeah. He cut him down. But right after Trump increased.
All right, we still got 5 minutes
left. Yeah, let's go.
It is violating the law of war.
Why don't you use the term, though?
Because I think, it's, to me, do I think it's ethnic cleansing, which is what I think of in genocide? I don't know if it meets that definition.
They're
Yeah, but
announcing
didn't you
it.
say
Okay, this also depends on what she's talking about. If she's saying that what Trump wants to do with we kick them out of Gaza isn't ethnic cleansing, then she's dead fucking wrong. If she's saying that's what happens...
Sorry, repeat that.
She said that, is it ethnic cleansing? I don't know. And if she's talking about Trump's plan to deport them all to Egypt or wherever the fuck, that's obviously ethnic cleansing. If she's talking about just like what's going on now, then you have an argument that it's ethnic cleansing, but I don't think it's set in stone. So it depends on what she's talking about here. I don't know what she's talking about.
You don't think that ethnic cleansing is like pretty...
It's pretty much what's happening in
obvious?
Israel. It's what's happening.
And like...
But is it top bottom?
In their dreams, all the Palestinians leave Gaza.
Netanyahu, absolutely.
In their fucking dreams.
I don't think every
and
person...
they're fucking... I woke up, oh shit, I had a wet dream. I'm Bibi. What were you dreaming about? I was dreaming about all the Palestinians being gone.
Bibi, yes. The rest of the war cabinet, maybe. All of Israel,
Probably.
no way. All of Israel definitely does not think that way. I don't think
A good
so.
chunk of them probably would be pretty happy if they woke up.
But again, that's speaking in generalities. Like, that might be true.
Well, we said, what, 60-40?
I'd say it's somewhere around there.
60%.
But Israel isn't also all... That's not all Jews, right? That's just the ones that are there, that live there, which are the most radical
You know,
of all
Quentin
of them.
Tarantino lives out there?
I didn't know that.
He lives in
in Israel?
At
That's
least
crazy.
part-time. He lives in Tel Aviv.
Wow, what a life.
Isn't that crazy?
it earlier that it was ethnic cleansing? He said that they wanted to force it. I mean, this is open from the Israeli government.
Sagar is right. Like, it is pretty open that what they're doing is ethnic cleansing.
Yeah.
But I think that's more on Netanyahu and the rest of the war cabinet.
If we have to,
then all
then not
Israelis.
who gets the most
They're
blame.
saying it. They're
And from Trump.
For
national
sure.
security. They come out and they're
No
like,
question.
we don't need shells. We need
There's
shells,
plenty of
not
blame to
food.
go around.
And we need to encourage migration.
Like
Like they're saying
that
we need
quote
shells,
Yeah, that's a
Is
wild quote.
fucking.
Trump.
That's
like-
a wild quote.
That's the kind of quote that I'm like, that should get everybody off of Israel's side
Yes.
immediately. Be like,
Yes.
okay, what the fuck?
We need less food,
What
more shells.
the fuck?
That is wild.
national
That's genocide.
I'm willing to bet,
that's
though-
human rights violations. That's all of that shit.
I bet
That's all
anything
that
that
shit.
Ben Gvir said that. I bet. But let's keep going.
security. They come out and they're like, we don't need shells. We need shells, not food. And we need to encourage migration. Like they're saying
you're
Yeah.
not going to get me to
Yeah.
support what the Israeli
Yeah.
government is saying right
Based.
now. I think the point I was trying to make is it's not just about like we have.
You're not gonna get me to support the Israeli government right now, but when the votes come, when it comes time to vote, she will vote for in
relationships
favor
with
of
nations
funding
over
whatever the
time,
fuck Israel
regardless
wants.
of who their leaders are. We have really tough moments. We have easier moments, but that doesn't. So I'm not willing to say that like I hate everything ever.
Sure,
into
but so
the future.
even if you accept that they're committing a genocide, you still wouldn't cut off their aid?
I think that defensive aid and offensive aid are different things, and I think at this point,
So
what
if
they're
Nazi
doing
Germany,
every single day,
if
is
Nazi
doing-
Germany, said
This is
we
another
want
straw man,
defensive
bro.
Not a
Saying
straw
Nazi
man.
Germany,
Not a straw
saying
man.
Nazi Germany, would you give them defensive weapons? Is a crazy straw man, bro.
No,
That is obviously
no.
not what the Iron Dome is,
Dude, Israel is only like a few steps behind Nazi Germany.
No,
and
I
they're
think that's a
heading
stretch.
in that direction.
I think that is a stretch.
You think they're far away from camps? Slash,
Okay, let's just do the
slash
math.
we need a final solution.
Let's
You don't-
just do the math
You don't think there's
here.
no Israeli going, we should probably head the final solution route?
How many people have died in Gaza?
I actually don't know the number. It's a lot.
It's like 50, 60K.
A lot of people.
How many people died in the Holocaust?
Okay, so it's just numbers?
I mean,
It's
when
fairly
it's on that
numbers.
scale, yeah.
It's just numbers?
I mean, I'm not gonna say one.
Yeah, it's way under 6 million, so fuck it.
No, but she
I
is
just sort of-
trying to equate.
But that...
She's trying to morally equate Israel to Nazi Germany.
Look, it's like Nazi Germany is Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay, that's a wild
Israel,
take. Okay.
Israel is
Nazi
not...
Germany is
Israel,
Michael Jordan.
Israel's not...
Who's LeBron?
Israel's not Michael Jordan, but they're in the NBA.
They're like Horace Grant.
They're whatever the
Okay.
fuck you want.
Okay.
They're in the club. They're in the genocide club. They're in the Holocaust club now. They passed the... It's not like, oh, for anything else to be like a Holocaust or genocide, if it's like 5 million... Oh, not a Holocaust, not a genocide. Then, like, whatever...
It's not all about the numbers because obviously, like, World War II wasn't a Holocaust, right? Like, when we're fighting Germany, that's not a We're not doing a Holocaust to Germany,
no, we're
right?
not.
So it's in a balance. Like,
It's in context because, I mean, it has to be like a country being like, we have to eliminate this race of fucking people. That's Holocaust style.
but for her to equate it that way is a little bit straw
It's
man.
not.
It
It's
is a straw
valid.
man.
Why?
Because,
Just because it's not as bad yet?
correct.
So at what point can you compare them?
When they are indiscriminately bombing Palestinians to the point where hundreds of thousands have been killed.
So this is not bad enough for you.
This
yet.
is still really bad. This is a
What do
humanitarian
you
crisis.
call this?
I would call it a genocide, but I wouldn't like fight. I wouldn't fight that hard on that line. Like if someone said it's really really bad, but I don't think it's a genocide, I'd be like, okay, I see where you're coming from. I kind of get that.
I would be like, why are you even bothering to make that distinction?
But that's
Like-
what you're bothering to do. That's what Crystal is bothering to do. She's trying to make the distinction so hard
No,
that this is a genocide and this is
No,
Nazi Germany.
distinct-
Like that's what Crystal is trying to do, bro. 100%.
No, but that she's comparing them. She's not making a distinction. She's not trying to say they're different. She's saying they're the same.
Exactly.
That is right.
It's not that. It's not Nazi Germany.
I just
bro.
because then it's like, oh, you know what? Then fucking let them keep doing
Honestly, why don't the numbers matter? How many people have died? Obviously, that matters.
it. Dude. But it's like, okay, so what's the number where you're like, this number and lower, I actually don't care.
It's not just one number and the other. Like for example,
So
Ukraine,
if the numbers matter, let's draw the line at where at what number.
But in terms of
does
it,
it matter?
In terms of
At
it
what
being
number?
in terms of it being a genocide, the numbers don't matter.
In terms of it being the numbers don't. I thought you would say they
Like
do
okay,
matter.
Ukraine, Russia.
You're saying the numbers don't matter? Or are you saying
Okay, it does matter to some extent. But okay, like Ukraine, Russia. Just because more people have died than in Israel, that doesn't mean it's a genocide, right? Like we can both agree on that.
Yes.
Like that has no impact.
But part
on
of the
if
reason
it's
it's not a genocide is because they're not like, oh, we want to get rid of all the Ukrainians and put Russians there. It's actually the exact opposite. We're trying to take over Ukraine so we can make these people Russian because we need people.
Yeah.
So it's the exact fucking opposite.
It
of
is
genocide.
kind of opposite.
They're doing recruitment.
I don't know if I got that far, but yes. I'm just saying that the comparison that she's trying to make is a valid comparison, but the way that she does it is kind of a straw man. But what she's saying there, like, okay, again, it is a valid comparison. The only reason that I'm saying it's a straw man is because
they're not there yet.
No, not because they're not there yet, bro. Because when she says, "Oh, should we give defensive weapons to Nazi Germany?" Obviously, she knows that the lady is going to say no.
Yeah,
like
but
it is a rhetorical question.
That's because she's making the point that like, if that one's an obvious no, this one's also an obvious no.
I just don't think that's.
You don't think it's an obvious no?
I think that the comparison is disingenuous. I don't think.
I think it's gotten only more and more valid as time has gone on.
It's a comparison you can make, but in the context that she's making it now, where she knows that she's just saying this.
It's like this, bro. It's like
to prove her wrong.
Like
Like the only reason she's saying that is to prove her wrong.
I think I might have brought this up before, but Nazi Germany is this one, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Israel is like what here, whatever here. So and you're like we can't say it's the same as Nazi till it's here, but it's like we kind of
okay. But that is the argument that makes it all about the numbers. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
My interpretation is that is what you're saying.
No. So whether or not it's a genocide isn't based on the numbers. Mm-hmm. When you mention Nazi Germany, it obviously is inciting the beliefs that Germans had about the Jewish people during the Holocaust, which was obviously, hey, we need to fucking kill these guys, or at least get them out of our country.
Yeah.
And like Nazi Germany caused the most amount of bad of probably any country ever. So her comparing it to Nazi Germany is a valid comparison on the basis of whether or not it's a genocide. But on the basis of how much bad the country is doing, like Nazi Germany was a million times worse. And that's not just about the numbers.
Yeah.
That's about the whole thing that they were doing over there. It was insane.
But I believe that her point is that like, yeah, Israel is clearly not at the exact same fucking point.
Yeah.
But the signs are there, brother. We should do something.
We do have
now.
to do something. We do have to do something.
That's her point.
Yeah.
So it's like
I don't think that was her point.
That is her point because she's like, you wouldn't vote to give Nazi Germany defensive weapons.
Yeah.
And now you have the chance at stopping. Now you're giving defensive weapons.
But it's a lot more complicated.
But you're voting to give defensive weapons to a country that is heading in that Nazi Germany direction.
I'm not trying to make it sound like poor Israel, but Nazi Germany was also not a country that was under threat of fucking being nuked by its neighbors, and all of its neighbors don't want it to survive.
You are doing poor Israel.
No, but that is a fact. The comparison is disingenuous based on just the power. Like, Nazi Germany was a fucking superpower of the world.
You don't think Israel has power?
Israel has power, not compared to the United States has power.
Israel has power because the United States is right fucking there behind them, backing them.
I'm not disagreeing with that. And we need to put a check on them. We absolutely need to put a check on them.
Israel actually does get to that Germany level of power. It's because we're right behind them.
They're not there.
It's like that one streamer kid, that piece of shit that goes around and fucks with people, and then when the people get mad, he lets his bodyguard come in.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's Israel. and the U.S. is the bodyguard. And the random
we need to put a check on them. Yes. That is for sure.
Because they're heading that way.
I still don't think the Nazi Germany comparison in this specific case is very fair.
We got like 5 more minutes
aid.
of this.
I mean, it's just you.
This is
you
gonna be
have
the whole
to see
show, pretty much.
where they're all weapons that are
it's
being.
been the whole week. If we're being real,
Yeah.
Stock market's apparently better than ever,
Amazing.
according to.
Wait till you see the earnings we're gonna look at. It was
You know, another
unbelievable.
context.
The weapons that they're using right now, I mean, to be honest, if you look at what's happening on the ground, the military part of this conflict is, for the most part, over. What they are doing, what they are doing
Senator,
every single day is around aid, and they are hurting people
They have
around
slaughtered
the
over
delivery of
1,000
aid.
people who were starving people just
But
trying to get aid.
That is
I
not
know you
high,
know this.
That's not high intensity bombs. That's not the weapons that that we were talking about 2 years ago. It's just not. I'm sorry. Every single day, the military reports that I read, they are traditional. Like, this is a military that has a bad strategy. It is not the bombs that we were seeing 2 years ago.
It's not a military that has a bad strategy. The strategy is forced starvation
That
and
is-
ethnic
that is
cleansing.
That's valid.
That's
That's
their
facts.
strategy.
That is facts.
And they're accomplishing it very effectively with the full backing of the United States government, including, sadly, Democrats.
Well.
And so a couple more questions that I know you have to run. You know, I'm curious why you condemned Rashida Tlaib for using the rally chant, you know, from the river to the sea.
This was
Something
another
she
dumb
said
one.
For her, evokes
No,
equal
this
rights.
isn't dumb. This
And you
isn't
have not
dumb.
condemned Randy
Like,
Fine,
she's right, but
who
also,
said that Gazans should,
like,
quote, starve
do you think
away,
average people know
who
who
floated
Randy
that the
Fine
Gaza
is?
Strip should
No,
be
but
nuked,
I don't think
who
people
called
need to know
Ilham-
who Randy Fine is to understand the point she's
Yeah,
making.
I do agree with the point she's making.
I don't fucking know who Randy Fine is, but the argument she's making is right on the money.
Yeah.
on Omar
And but
Rashida
also her
Tlaib
response
and
was
Soran,
good. We're gonna see
as well, called them Muslim terrorists. Where
I
is
have
the
no
concern
problem
over him?
condemning. I have no problem condemning Randy Fine, who I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know who that person is. I have no problem condemning someone who talks like that.
Senator, we have to ask your last question because your staff is telling us. Do you think AIPAC should register as a foreign lobby?
I don't know.
What do you
Bullshit
think?
answer.
What do you think?
Yes. All they do is advocate for a foreign country.
This is another one that
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Don't
I
do
don't
this.
know. Because there is a lot of other lobbies that do the exact same thing that are for other countries. Israel is
And
the
they're not
biggest one.
registered as foreign lobbies?
Correct.
Like, give me one lobby.
Okay, I had a list that I made
One
in
lobby
preparation for this.
that all it does is advocate for other countries. Because if that's true, my argument is going to be that should
also, yeah.
also
And that I see the belief on. Okay, so here's some examples.
Yeah. Other
We have the Turkish Heritage Organization. We have the National Iranian American Council. We have the U.S.-Cuba Business Council. We have Qatar
Wait,
American
sorry.
Institute.
Read those. Read.
Turkish Heritage Organization.
They promote U.S.-Turkey relations, and they're not registered as foreign.
Correct. None of these are.
National Iranian American Council, U.S.-Cuba Business Council.
Qatar America
Yeah,
Institute. Qatar. Okay, yeah, like they should be.
These
registered.
should all. That whole list should register.
But it is kind of difficult, like, because if there's Americans that are advocating for a foreign lobby, I don't know. Like, should they have to register? I don't know.
I think if you're American but you work for like a lobby that's advocating for a foreign country, then yeah, you're a foreign. What is it? Foreign lobby? Foreign.
You have to register as a foreign lobby.
Yeah, you definitely do.
I pretty much
Even
agree
if
with
you
that.
yourself are American, the lobby is fucking not.
I could see it going both ways. Like, they probably should or register, but I do think that it's kind of interesting that this point only gets making about the Israeli one.
Yeah,
Which,
I mean,
to be fair, it's the biggest one.
so
It is the
wonderful.
biggest one, and it has the most influence.
They are funding the fuck out of some goddamn Congress people.
They're
and
funding the
senators.
shit out of people,
Funding
and we're gonna talk about Alyssa Slotkin's fundraising.
Yes,
in just
because
a second here.
she tries
We're gonna
to
talk
hit that,
about it. We're gonna talk
She
about
tries
it.
to hit that little denial button.
No, the answer to that. I think that I know plenty of people who think they should.
It is a cop out.
You know,
Sagar's right.
I
It's
don't.
kind of a cop-out answer, don't you think?
I mean,
Yeah.
I literally, I just guess I'd have to look at the definition. I certainly have had my tough moments with that organization, and
So you stop accepting their funding?
Yeah.
you gotta get your facts straight. I have not been endorsed by AIPAC. I have not. I'm sorry. I was the first Jew
You were
elected to the Senate that was not endorsed by any Jewish group. AIPAC J Street.
You've been the recipient of their funds.
In 2018, when I first ran, people who were members, yes. But I've not been endorsed since then. And I just got to be honest, like, I
think it's important to listen to specifically what she said. And what she said is that she received money from people who are members of AIPAC, which is not the same thing as receiving money directly from AIPAC.
It's not.
Having said that, I think we should
Is it true?
I think we should also look at how much of her funding did she get. So let's actually look at that. Oh fuck, I just went back on the whole thing. Please tell me it's the timestamp. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alyssa Slotkin, total fundraising. Oh, where's the AI summary? It popped up when I searched this before. Where's my AI summary?
We can't even believe that shit.
Okay,
We proved last week the AI summaries suck.
How much has Alyssa Slotkin raised? Where the fuck is the AI summary? Why is it not? There we go. AI mode. Okay, approximately $42 million for the 23 to 2024 election cycle. $18 million in a single quarter. She's the number one fundraiser in the Senate, I do believe. And so
she's raised the most money in the Senate?
Of the Senate, she has raised in the past election cycle.
Alyssa Slotkin.
She raised the most money.
That's some CIA sketchy shit.
It is some sketchy shit.
Sketchy shit because she's not that famous. She's not that popular.
But the fact that what is it, like $500K in AIPAC donations, that is, like, obviously that happened, and I'm not trying to say it's not a real thing, but when you're talking about someone who raised $18 million in a single quarter, like, it's not like she's in large being funded by these Israel organizations. Yeah. It's a portion of her fundraising, absolutely. Yeah. It is a small portion of her fundraising.
And it wouldn't be crazy to believe that, you know, she was kind of just like, no need to even talk to me. I know the drill. I know what we're saying about it. I know the fucking drill. You know, I don't put that past.
It's that simple.
Been endorsed by AIPAC. I have not. I'm sorry. I was the first Jew elected to the Senate that was not endorsed by any Jewish group. AIPAC, J Street.
You've been the recipient of their funds.
In 2018, when I first ran, people who were members, yes, but I've not been endorsed since then. And I just got to be honest. Like, I think that this is where facts really matter. I've had very, very difficult conversations with my colleagues in that organization.
I believe that.
And made a choice back in 2021.
I have no reason to believe
2021. So that was the first time I was up for re-election. So I understand that there's a sort of, like, again, cornered position, but to me, like, I call balls and strikes as someone who served in the Middle East.
I have one more question I have to ask you. You know, we do the show. I really do my best to try to uphold, like, you know, basic human rights, Palestinian humanity, oppose the killing of innocent civilians wherever that happens. And I have to tell you, like, I feel really guilty that I'm not doing enough. I think all the time about, I'm a mom, I think all the time
about those moms. If anything is bullshit, is the emotional appeal.
Exactly.
If anything is bullshit, is that.
Because she's making it all about herself.
She's making it a very emotional
which is a little
appeal,
cringe.
Which it's not valid.
It's valid, but it's like
yeah, focus on the real shit.
Babies are starving to death.
But I think it does work on some people.
I just want to know, like, you're a United States Senator, you did vote for some of the bombs that were dropped on refugee camps.
I mean, this is good.
The kids have been sniped in the head. Tents, firebombs.
You voted for
people
that
set
shit. You
on
can't
fire.
argue against
the
that.
entire Gaza Strip turned into rubble. And now we're seeing these emaciated bodies of babies starving to death every day. And I
know what you can do.
Does it eat you up? Does it eat you up? Do you think, like, what more could I do? Do you regret any of your votes? Do you regret
let me tell
any
you what
sort
I
of
was working on this morning. A group of Jewish rabbis and Muslim community leaders
You think this
came
is real?
together with a proposal that we are working on.
I probably is real, but
it probably is.
If we can't get other aid in, at least baby formula and nutritional supplements for children in. Let that be kind of a green light.
But I believe
never
that
has a problem.
Whatever
No one's trying to eat baby formula other than a baby, right? That is the proposal that I've been working on all night and this morning.
But it's still a good thing
in
for her
terms
to
of
do, if it's
what
real.
we're trying to do.
If
There's
it's-
not
if-
a moment
if-
that goes
if it's
by
real.
that this isn't something that I'm working on and something that my own community, not online, but my own community has practical things that they want to do. They're willing to raise the money. They're willing to buy the formula. They're willing to do whatever we need to do to get it shipped in. That's how I spend my time.
But
That
you're
is
not
how
willing
I
to cut off aid to Israel.
To me, that to me is the most effective thing that I can do today.
This is a settled question. Your staff is telling us you absolutely have to go. So we appreciate your time. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
coming.
Senator.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you.
Very dope interview overall. Though. Like the
no.
fact that she was willing to do this was
This interview.
it took some balls.
This interview. Well, I think if
For
she,
real, as chill with the hits.
That's the show with the hands.
For real, as you relax, bro.
Listen, let him do what he wants. He's the GOAT. But what we're saying, I think I don't give her that much credit for going on because I think had she fully known what she was signing up for,
She wouldn't have done
she
it.
wouldn't have gone on.
I still respect it. I still respect it.
I don't give her that credit. I give Crystal
A lot of credit.
a lot of fucking credit.
And she deserves it.
Because truly, that is what interviews with politicians need to look like.
And it's something
We're
that
not-
it could
like,
only hurt her
Journalists should be that kind of fucking sharp. bro.
Yes.
Like they need to be like, I'm going.
They should be asking difficult, targeted
I'm going
questions.
for blood. That's the journalism way.
And it's something we've lost in America. Like
Yeah, it's
there's not a lot of
become
real journalism
Big-
like that
and,
anymore.
And Trump is a huge motherfucking reason for that.
Absolutely, because
He-
he played the media
He
in
planted
a
the
way that
seed.
no one else has.
I mean, the dictatorship 101, authoritarianship 101 is fucking make everybody distrust the media.
Yep.
And he nailed that. He
I'll
got
be right back.
fake news. It's fucking real, man.
It's fucking real.
All right, we're gonna probably do some
Well,
quick
intermission.
finance. No, I don't know about intermission. It's already 9.
Okay, bye.
We're gonna do a quick finance segment. There's a little pop culture shit going on, and then we'll call it. Yeah, FOMC today. NVO cash accelerates. Fuck. Listen. Kyle! Everybody can hit whatever they want, okay? I'm almost out of weed. If anybody wants to send me like a quick $20 so I can go to the dispo before my med card expires and I have to go to the doctor again to re-up. Am I muted? You're not muted. Bella, you mean in Discord?
Who's hitting us in Discord?
Bella, me?
Oh shit.
Possibly?
Thoughts on the interview?
No, she's not in Discord. But you're not muted. You're in the chat. You're popping up. What up, Kyle? Dude,
We back.
did you watch any of the segment we just had?
Yeah, you would have loved
And
it.
You would have. Yeah, you would have been so proud of me.
Okay, I said some good things too. I said some good things too. Venmo or Zelle? All day.
Zelle, yeah. I've used Venmo like twice ever. I don't like using Venmo.
Yeah, fuck all that.
I learned about Zelle immediately and was like, why would you use anything else?
Alright, finance
It's on your
time.
bed. Financial time.
Oh my goodness,
We got a lot
guys.
of money talk.
We got some money talk today.
Bella, just rewind and watch this whole.
Yeah, just you the money
I
shit. Just rewind it.
We reacted to a video of Senator Alyssa Slotkin
Alyssa Slotkin being grilled
from Michigan,
by
Democrat but centrist. She had a whole fucking I'm banned from Venmo. Of course you are, Bella.
Of course.
You fucking socialist.
That makes sense.
Of course you are. But yeah, the whole first chunk of the show, fire. It's getting clipped
you would
sure.
like it for sure. But
yeah, let's head into the financials.
we went back to react screen.
Yeah, because we're pulling.
Oh yeah, let's do it. So first of all, the Federal Reserve met today.
Fucking hold on, this thing's
What the hell?
it's a little slow sometimes.
So basically, long story short,
excuse me.
the Fed said basically they did nothing. There's not going to be any rate changes. They're not going to make rate cuts right now. There might be in a couple months, but right now we're just holding steady, which is probably the right play. Like when you take into account like the inflation shit and everything, and the labor market is doing pretty good. So I think that this was the right decision from the Fed.
What their decision was
to not do anything, to not change interest rates.
Fucking.
You think they should be lowering
actually, you know
them?
what? Interest rates. I don't know shit about interest rates.
Dude, Trump is putting a lot of pressure.
In general, I want interest rates to go down.
Listen, Trump is putting a lot of pressure on Jerome Powell
To bring them down?
to lower rates, correct. And
he's not because...
That's not something that's precedented. Like, the president doesn't get to influence the Federal Reserve.
But...
Ever.
Why does Powell not want to lower rates?
Okay, he thinks that inflation is coming back, which is true. Inflation now versus a year ago is higher than it was. And number two, the tariff effect on inflation hasn't been fully realized yet.
Yeah,
and even though it's theoretically it's a one-time shock that isn't going to stay permanently, it's still an issue for him because what you have to understand is the Fed has a dual mandate, right? Their dual mandate is we have to maximize employment, so as many people as jobs as possible, and we have to minimize inflation, keep it under 2%. It's called their dual mandate, right? Mm-hmm. And so they're looking at it right now. They're saying, well, the labor market looks pretty good. It looks like a lot of people have jobs. Unemployment's pretty low.
Shitty jobs, but jobs.
Might be shitty jobs, but they do have jobs. And inflation is still above their target rate, which is 2%. So based on employment, we're looking good. Inflation a little too high.
Yo, shouts out Garrett for the $1 on Cash App.
Appreciate that, Garrett.
First dono on the stream ever.
Shout out to Garrett.
Special props to Garrett. Sorry I missed you guys. I really didn't want to see you guys this weekend.
No, we really appreciate that.
Shouts out. All right.
But yeah, so based on employment, we're maximum employment pretty much, and inflation is a little too high. That calls for somewhat restrictive policy in his mind. So he's not raising interest rates, he's just keeping them high, which I think is the right call. And the fact that he's willing to ignore Trump, like shit-talking him and like trying to say that he's corrupt, like they literally did a whole thing where they're saying that he abused funding for a Federal Reserve building renovation fund. They're only doing that to fuck with him. Like, that didn't happen. Like, he didn't abuse any funds.
Trump?
No, Jerome Powell.
Yeah,
they're trying to say that he abused funds that were meant for a construction project. And they're trying to use that as justification to remove him from office, which it's not going to work. Trump doesn't have the right to fire him, and he knows that. So he's staying very put.
But do you think that, oh my God, second dono from the fucking Kyle. Brother.
Our boy Kyle.
I hope you realize you just doubled my bank account with
Yo,
those $20.
We appreciate that.
Literally.
We appreciate that, Kyle.
That's a 100% increase to my bank account
Number
just
one
now.
fucking supporter was...
Yes. This is about you, Kyle.
Big drug rich, the real is the real one, nigga. It's me. I'm him.
He's
I'm not
him.
them. I'm him.
He's
Jones.
him, brother.
I'm him Duncan.
Him Duncan.
I will beat a nigga ass and stomp him in my...
What a legend, dude. When are you coming down from fucking Milwaukee?
It's not
man?
gonna happen, bro. Just don't touch that one, okay? He'll come when he wants to, okay?
God damn it.
There's no point in trying.
Fucking holidays.
There's no point. But anyways, so yeah, Jerome Powell is a good guy. Put me up on the screen. Yo, we need to find a picture of Kyle. Just Google.
Does he mean put a picture of him? I don't even mean to put a picture of him.
Richter.
Just put Kyle Richter.
I bet I can get his LinkedIn. No, where's the LinkedIn, bro? Who the fuck is this?
USC Athletics.
Yo, who the fuck is
No,
this?
just go to Google Image. Go to Google Image.
Okay.
We're fucking doxing.
We're doxing him. He's not coming up, bro.
Oh, man.
Dude, maybe we spelled it wrong. Wouldn't that be embarrassing?
Type in mutual or bank or whatever the fuck it is.
Nah.
No. Kyle's off the grid. Holy
He's off
shit.
the fucking grid,
Bro,
bro.
he's doxing me so hard, dude. You're hard to dox, dude.
We're never gonna find him. Okay, anyways. Fuck this video too. We don't need any video. So, basically, the Fed is doing the right thing. Trump's a bitch. Now let's get into the real juicy shit, okay? The earnings reports.
Yeah.
Who reported today? Meta. We all know about them. And Microsoft. We also all know about them, right?
And now, how are they doing?
Microsoft jumped 8%, which...
Due to what?
Due to the earnings report being really good. They made a shit ton of money. And...
So they sold a bunch of Xboxes or something.
Yeah, I think it's more software-based, but yeah, they're doing something
It's
really
like
right.
Excel.
So Microsoft is up 8%, which you think, oh, 8%, that's nothing crazy.
It's pretty good.
But when you're a $4 trillion company, 8% is a lot. Which, by the way, Microsoft just became the world's second $4 trillion company. It used to be only NVIDIA. We did that, a week ago?
Yeah, last week.
A week ago,
wow.
NVIDIA
so last week
became
was
number
the first $1 trillion company.
$4 trillion.
First $4 trillion.
And now Microsoft
we have a second.
is already with it.
Apple next week?
Maybe. Apple kind of fell off. I don't know. They're stuck around 2 something.
Oh, wow. They haven't even hit $3 trillion?
They're probably at 3, actually. But they've not been doing great. They're not been doing great.
All right, I'm going to look up how to do a leaderboard, and I'm going to stick you on it.
Yeah,
right?
well, you'll be dono number 1.
You and Garrett are the top 2 donos.
We won't forget about you, bro.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
Trust.
You'll be on here.
Plus, if we put it up on the screen, it'll be incentive for somebody to donate even more.
Now let's talk about the good shit, bro. Let's talk about the good
The
shit.
goods.
AEO, okay?
American Eagle?
We talked about them last week. Have you seen these Nazi accusations, bro?
Yes.
They're fucking hilarious.
Way unhinged?
So people are saying that, like, it's a Nazi conspiracy.
Yeah, I have seen this.
Because in the commercials, Sydney Sweeney, like, the whole thing is, oh, she has really good genes. And people think that it means Genes.
Well,
so they're making it out like she's, like, supporting Nazis.
Well, the ad is like...
That's literally what she says in the ad. Oh, you have good genes. I have good genes.
And she goes like, get it? So it's a little bit... She is kind of doing the
Bro,
thing.
it's just a fucking
They're
ad
doing the
campaign.
wink. You don't think that they were like, hey...
I think if they did mean genes like that, they meant like, oh, she's hot. I don't think that they meant like, oh, she has blonde hair,
European
blue
genes.
eyes.
Have you seen the ad, the full ad?
There's like 10 of them. There's a few different ones.
10 of them?
There's a bunch of different ones, yeah.
Okay, wait, let's find there's one that's like max controversial.
Yeah, let's see if we can find it.
Yeah.
But no, she's just supporting them because they paid her. Like, it's
Well,
as simple as that.
yeah. I don't think Sydney Sweeney walked in and was like, can we make it about my genes, my genetics? I don't think she was doing that.
But even if she did, she just meant it in like, I'm hot.
I do believe that multiple meetings went into this.
Okay.
And at some point, somebody was like,
yo, isn't this
hey,
a little weird?
little eugenic-y, maybe? I would be hard-pressed to find out nobody brought it up. God damn it. Fucking
X is broken. Thanks, Elon. It might actually be down. It's been down a lot lately.
But I do think the American Eagle people
there we go.
Recognize the...
You gotta add Nazi in there somewhere.
Let's fucking add. I do think the American Eagle people know what they're... I think they were like... I think if we do this, it's just there's enough plausible deniability.
No, bro. They just wanted to do an ad with Sydney Sweeney, bro.
I don't believe
that has nothing to do with
because I think if you're even a little bit smart in the ad world, I think you're thinking like ads are useless unless they spark some sort of like controversy or go viral.
Yeah.
Is the only way the ad is any useful. So I think these companies make their ads being like, if we can fucking get a little controversy. Because the stock is...
I don't know, bro. I think just having Sydney might be enough.
I don't think so. I don't think Sydney Sweeney's convincing anybody to buy fucking American Eagle jeans.
I don't really know.
They're down, though, for the day.
Yeah, they're not doing great. The company's in the shitter.
I thought at first it went up.
It's a Sydney turnaround, bro. It's not a fucking... It's not like she's going to propel them to the next level or something.
At first, it did go up, though. And then
it went up a little bit. I was wrong.
Apple sucks, falling behind in AI. Very true.
Apple's
Who's got the worst AI, Google or
Apple, hands down.
I guess they have.
Apple's not even trying.
Yeah, they don't even really have.
They're not even trying, bro.
Stock market isn't real, Nico. Stop listening to Nikki. I have never listened to Nikki about the stock market. I always say it's not real. I've always said it's fake. My mom is in a crypto astrology training group. I fucking love that.
He knows it's real, bro.
I fucking love.
That's fake.
Crypto astrology trading.
Astrology trading group. Honestly, the way that this technical analysis works, like, yeah, astrology is probably just as good.
The stock market is as real as astrology. I give that.
In terms of the day-to-day fluctuations.
in terms of overall, moon is in retrograde, none of that
Which,
shit.
speaking of the stock market not making sense, that brings me to my stock of the week. Which
stock of the week
was coincidentally also my stock of the week last week.
Oh, what are we buying this week, Nikki?
We are buying. You know what it's gonna be?
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Nope.
They're up.
We're buying Ozempic.
Oh.
We're still buying Ozempic.
Still time to buy Ozempic.
So this has crashed, bro.
Looking like
this has down 30% last week.
But you're positive it's gonna come back?
I think it's gonna come back because at the end of the day, Ozempic is the future. Like. It's just the American system. Like, people get fat, then they pay money to get thin. Like, this is fundamental American system.
They fuck up the food.
Yup.
And then they sell you the fucking cure.
Exactly.
100%.
What is that meme where it's like, they sell you the drug so that you can buy the cure, but they don't want to give you the medicine. You've never seen that meme?
Oh, no, I haven't
Anyways,
seen it.
But no, so this company is the fucking future, bro.
I'm being dead ass. I believe you. I fully believe you.
And if you don't look at anything else, like, just go back to where they were at the last time, like, when they were at $50 before.
He's so cooked.
Who's so cooked?
You.
For how?
For the stock market.
Oh, on Novo? Yeah, this stock is cooked for me. I'm not gonna lie, but we can cope. Okay, so when they were last at $50, they were making $5 billion a quarter. Now they're making $12 billion a quarter, and it's just an overreaction, bro. Like, people are just panicking. It's like Ozempic should not be cut in 65%.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be down 65%.
I think it's still like
in one
it's
year.
probably the most popular fucking drug out right now.
That's what I'm fucking saying. The issue is that there's other companies that are making knockoffs that are selling better.
Oh, so actually, I'm not convinced.
But the reason that they're doing better is because the FDA isn't enforcing the law. Like, they're not supposed to be able to make these compounded drugs, but they're getting away with it because the FDA isn't enforcing their rules, basically.
Well, for the next 4 years, I'm sort of on that side.
Yeah?
I don't expect them to turn that around anytime soon.
But I do think that Ozempic is a cash cow. It's going to make them more money in the future. It's just a temporary setback.
Honestly, buy it. What do you think the lowest the low
I could see it getting to 40 at the lowest.
40 at the lowest?
But even that, like, I don't really see it getting there. I just hypothetically could see it.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean,
I think it's going to go back up.
I think it might hit 40.
Let's take a look at Hood, if Garrett's shouting him out.
Garrett said real stock of the week is Hood.
Past 5 days up 3%. Okay, that's slow and steady. We like that. Past 6 months up 100%. I mean...
Why is Robinhood... I have my stock in Robinhood.
They're introducing a bunch of really cool concepts. Like, for example, Europeans can't really trade in our stock market, but Robinhood is introducing tokenized stocks, basically through crypto,
like the way
to where they can.
Like the way when you buy Bitcoin on Robinhood, you don't really buy the Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. Mm-hmm. So you can buy stocks if you're in Europe now on Robinhood.
Makes sense.
Which is like a pretty revolutionary idea. There have been people that have done it before, like FTX. Not sure what happened to them. But in general, I think it's a good idea. And if it works for Robinhood, yeah, the last guys.
The only guy that went to jail.
Last guys that did the tokenized stocks, I mean, it was FTX.
Will be added to S&P 500.
Might just be a coincidence. I mean...
What's going to be added to S&P 500?
A lot of people think that Robinhood's going to get into the S&P 500.
Is it not?
They're not.
I thought every company was in the S&P 500.
No, the S&P 500 is 500 companies. And in theory, it's supposed to be like the top 500, but it's really not because it's like a committee that gets to decide who goes in and goes out. Most of the biggest companies are all in it, but Robinhood is not yet. And if you go based on how much they're worth, they theoretically should be in the S&P 500. So a lot of people are speculating that they're going to be added very soon, and a bunch of people are buying because of that.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I could definitely see it happening. Robinhood long term it's an incredible company. They're revolutionizing finance, so I understand why they're getting as much support as they are.
Remember when they got shitted on
after the whole GameStop situation? Yeah, that's
when I
it wasn't
never
really
to
their
trust
fault.
Nikki B.
It wasn't really their fault at the end of the day.
Well, it was the system being like, we can't let poor people win.
Well, now we have the benefit of hindsight, which is to say that it was a regulation issue, if you want to believe that.
They didn't want poor people to win.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Poor people the fuck down.
But we don't hold grudges, so I'll still support Robinhood. I think they have a great future.
I fucking hold grudges.
You should ask Gary how that Tesla call is looking. I don't know about that one. Actually, it's doing okay. I shouldn't shit on it too hard, but I mean,
those spikes. Go back to the one you were just on.
Yeah. This
is fake. This is Twitter hype.
Well, this is an earnings report. This is
Twitter hype.
It's an earnings report, is what it is.
It's Twitter hype.
It's not just Twitter hype.
It
was an earnings report.
Twitter hype. Like, this is the kind of shit where it's like, oh, Elon's gonna tweet like, oh, dude, the new Teslas.
No. That's not what it's about.
The new Teslas, they can draw your blood. Like, test your blood for diseases now.
There is an Elon cult, but luckily they haven't been very successful in moving Tesla up. Because they're basically flat since 2021. As a matter of fact, they're down depending on where you take the point from. But Tesla, they're just not doing great, man. They're not selling a lot of cars. The AI is behind. As much as they want to make all these promises, like at some point they're going to have to start delivering. If they're just a car company, then they're not worth $1 trillion. So we need to see something else out of them. Maybe we will at some point in the next year or two. But right now we have yet to see it.
Right.
So I don't see how you can be bullish on Tesla at this point.
No, this is...
Unless you think that it is just the Elon meme.
This is fucked. Bro, you know I'm an actor now?
Are you?
I was on a short film.
You're a thespian?
I was doing crew. I was on crew. I was working on the camera and shit. But then, so they needed somebody to do one line. And I guess the guy didn't show up. Or they didn't find the guy in time.
Okay.
So like, can you do it? And I was like, fuck. Fine. So I did it.
Nice.
You know what my line was?
What?
Hey, yo, cheetah print. Let me talk to you real quick. That's what I said.
Hey, yo, cheetah print.
And then she ignores me and walks into the store. And then I'm like, it's a shot of me on the camera. And I'm like this. I'm like, like what the fuck? Yeah, good. Literally. I don't know why I just remember that. But, so yeah, buy Nico stock, really.
I'm
about to skyrocket. Next week is the last week of my summer.
Let's go.
And then I'm back. I don't know. I have 2 weeks. I think we get the 18th. Yeah, but that week, the 13th.
All right, let's get into the topics everyone actually cares about.
Please.
Happy Gilmore 2.
I haven't watched it.
You think it's going to be good? Have you heard good things?
I think it came out like 5 days ago. I assume it's fine. I bet the Rotten Tomatoes is not too great, but maybe it is. I actually don't know. Maybe this one got received okay.
Let's see.
61.
That could be worse.
For an Adam Sandler movie that is actually pretty good.
I'll watch it.
The audience being right up there with it. Yeah, I mean, I'll turn it on at some point.
I'm not opposed to Happy Gilmore 2. The first one it's not going to be better than the first one, but
yeah.
I'll give it a look. I'll give it a spin.
What's his face is in it? Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Oh, Travis Kelce's in it?
Yeah, he's got a part in it.
That's kind of dope.
There's a lot of cameos in it, I think, because, I mean, they have money now. I wonder what the budget was. I wonder if we can see what the budget was for that movie.
The Happy Gilmore 2 budget? I bet it's on the Wikipedia page. If you can find it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's... Dude, because Wikipedia getting buried by Google is a bad sign.
It is, yeah.
It's a bad fucking sign.
I agree with that.
They don't say. Netflix just hides... Netflix hides everything.
Damn.
They hide how much shit costs. They hide how much people watch this shit.
I'm surprised you can't find the budget for that. That is weird.
It is a little bizarre. But maybe because it's new. Maybe it'll come out later.
They also definitely spend a fuckload on advertising for that shit.
Yes.
That shit was everywhere.
Typically, I think...
R.I.P. the battery. Typically. We will be right back.
Now it's this battery.
Uno momento.
This is a quick one. We're almost done, brother. Is it this way?
This man said, yumitongue.gif. I hope Garrett's still watching, because that's hilarious. We did enough of a show, honestly.
We'll finish whatever we're talking about and then we'll call it.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
No, we did a pretty solid show, honestly, because Gaza was the main thing this week. We covered what probably is like a pretty important piece of news. What was the last things we got here?
We got the T app.
Happy Gilmore, probably worth watching.
Did you see the Hulk Hogan, Joey Swole thing?
No.
So basically, this guy, he's like a fitness influencer, and
I did see this. Yeah. He said sorry, and then he was like, "Well, I didn't realize he was racist."
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what to think about that because good on him. Good on him. Like, yeah, Hulk Hogan, from what I've heard, was some pretty bad stuff. But if you are just celebrating him in his capacity as a wrestler, I don't really care.
Separate art from the artist.
Yeah.
Fuck Hulk Hogan because when what was the other wrestler's name? Jesse Ventura.
Yes.
Wanted to fucking unionize the wrestlers.
No. Yep.
Hulk Hogan was the one that snitched.
Where did you hear about this? I feel like I heard it at the same place as you.
I saw a clip of Jesse Ventura talking about it in an interview, and he was like, "Fucking."
That is
Hulk Hogan got paid more than all of us combined, and he snitched when I said we need to do a union.
That's fucked up.
So fuck Hulk Hogan.
On that.
Don't give a fuck about that. Ozzy was a sadder death, but apparently Ozzy was Zionist. Fuck.
A lot of people didn't like Ozzy. It is what it is.
Ozzy was a legend.
I honestly do hate that, like, when someone dies, people bring up all the bad shit they did. It's a little.
I actually don't. I didn't see a lot of it. I did not. Except for Hulk Hogan, I did. But for Ozzy, I saw like one or two people say that. But mostly people were like,
"What about Hassan?
R.I.P. the legend." I didn't see what Hassan said about Ozzy.
He literally. This was like, no exaggeration, 30 minutes after he died. Okay, someone in the chat was like, "Oh, Ozzy died," and he's like, "Yeah, I saw. His wife's a bitch though."
Dude, Sharon Osbourne is a tough ass bitch.
Yeah.
And she rode for him, bro.
I believe it. I don't know much about the
and
woman.
really also like.
I barely know anything about her.
Was like she fucking grounded him at the same time. Ozzy was a special individual. Ozzy Osbourne, they tested his DNA because they were like, "How the fuck are you not dead yet?
Yeah, okay.
Like you're taking bites out of bats and shit. Like,
yeah, he's doing some crazy shit.
Fucking dead." And they found that he had like some Neanderthal gene that just fucking makes you like indestructible.
That's hilarious.
Like you make it through so much shit.
Dude, I want that.
I wish if I had that gene, I would fucking go crazy, bro.
Then we got Justin Trudeau was spotted with Katy Perry.
That one's funny to me. Not sure how real it is. Don't know where they would have met. Katy Perry, locally at least, votes Republican. Does not vote.
Did you see that one meme? It was just so good, bro. Where the guy was like, "You say you're getting hosed like Justin, but it's not Trudeau."
A bar. I'll give it to you.
But it's not Trudeau.
I'll give it to you. That's a bar.
That is a bar.
But I don't think that. I sort of think that's not going anywhere. That's kind of fake.
Yeah, it's
whatever
not
the
real.
fuck.
It's bullshit.
Katy Perry seems like a difficult person.
The T app
to be around. The T app, we brought it up last week. The app where women can basically make a profile of a guy and go, "Does anybody have shit on him?
Yeah, is he a good
Should
guy?
I be
Piece of shit? What's
which I sort of think you're entering a very Black Mirror like.
You only go on that app to talk shit. Like you ain't going on there to be like, "Oh yeah, this guy's such a good guy.
But also,
he dumped me so graciously."
Like, if because you do that like looking for a fucking angel that's like never done anything wrong.
Yep.
That's like you'll never find that. Like it's all if that app works the way it's supposed to, there will always be someone going, "That guy sucks."
Yep.
Like no matter what. And some dudes are a threat and need to be like watch out for this fucking creep. But then sometimes it's just like, yeah, this guy, I don't know.
He's just a little
yeah,
weird.
he's just a little weird.
It's like that meme of the sexual harassment with the fat guy.
Yeah,
It's kinda
that
like
meme. There is truth to that meme.
It is.
This is what it is. But so that T app was made and immediately got hacked, and all the women on that app got doxxed.
The funniest part is, and I think I told you this, it's not even really a hack. Like, they were keeping their shit out in the open.
Yeah, apparently it was very,
like
very
a bunch
easy
of
to
idiots.
do. It wasn't even trying to be private.
Yeah.
So that got hacked, so now a bunch of women
They're
got
gonna get
doxxed.
sued to fuck all, bro. They're gonna get sued 10 times to Sunday.
Their privacy was severely violated. So that's that app, and women kind of lost that one, unfortunately. But they might win some money in a lawsuit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Shouts out to them. And then last thing, I saw this.
Wait. And did you see that there's a website with like you can battle the T app pictures, like one girl versus the other.
No.
And it's like there's like a leaderboard of who has the highest win rate and all this stuff.
That's what Mark Zuckerberg did before he
Yeah,
made Facebook.
face smash.
Face smash.
Yep.
But last thing, I did see this last minute. I didn't really read too much
ESPN.
on it. But Shannon Sharp out at ESPN, not coming back after settling that lawsuit.
Honestly, I've always liked Shannon Sharp, but he deserves this. Like,
He's running around with 20-year-olds. It's a little fucking grow the fuck up. This is whack. You seen that on Twitter? They were like, you gave your daughter like a $30K limit on her wedding, but you're paying fucking $20 million. To
okay,
this
number
bitch.
one, that is wild.
That's crazy.
Number two, we need to quit this 30K with the wedding bullshit, bro.
Weddings are that expensive.
Yeah, but that's
if you
whack,
throw
bro.
even what's
that's
whack?
like
that it's low, or is that too high?
No, it's too high, bro. The fuck?
Yeah.
You spend $60K to get a down payment on a house, bro. Not for a wedding.
Weddings are that expensive, dude. If you want to throw any kind of wedding, you're throwing down money.
Isn't it technically the girl's dad that is supposed to pay? Is that a rule or no?
That's the tradition.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, it's like fucking.
Hey, whoever made that rule, I fuck with you. I'll fuck with you, bro.
Whoever, but I think nowadays it's like whoever has the money. Like, yeah. I think it
should still be the girl.
I mean, there's gonna be some
totally unbiased opinion.
But the problem is the wedding industry is they are fucked. Like if you're
really?
like if you're like a DJ or something, if you're doing events, clubs or whatever, those DJs, like if you ask them, like it's for a wedding, their price skyrockets as soon as they know it's for a wedding. It's crazy. All of that shit. Funerals are the same way actually. They fucking
DJ at a funeral.
Not DJ at a funeral, but the funeral industry is just
it makes
price
sense that you
gouging
would upcharge
at a low point. It's so fucked up, man.
That's the American
That's
way.
capitalism.
Baby. That's the American way, baby.
That's capitalism, baby.
Upcharge that shit, man.
So fucked up.
R.I.P. the aunt, but you got to pay up,
Profits over everything, baby. That's why you cremate. It's like $1,000.
Cremate is the way.
Dump that shit in the ocean or wherever they want, and you're done.
Yep. Or just keep it forever. You can have the ashes sitting.
I guess you could
sitting on the coffee room
Yeah, a nice
table.
little urn next to the bong.
Yeah, next to the bong.
Grandpa's.
Now then you might get mixed up, smoke some of grandpa.
Rip some
I don't know
bong.
about
Rip
that.
some grandpa ganja.
Might hit different.
Has anybody smoked ashes? You know, what if like the ashes of the person, it's like they were like a heavy smoker. So where if you could smoke it and be like, I think I got some nicotine out of those ashes.
Dude, I mean, if it hits, it hits. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
You can't really argue
Like
with
fuck
that.
us in. I'm smoking on that grandpa shit.
You can't argue with that.
Dude, who knows? But packed week. Did we even talk about
Honestly,
Epstein?
not a really packed week. We didn't even talk about the one in the title. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Kenny Love Island. Last thing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Bella, do you know about this? I don't know if Bella's still watching. Kenny Love Island. I only know about this through my sister. But these guys, there's a couple on
He did
Love,
some crazy
Love
racist
Island.
shit, bro.
Dominican man, black.
Oh,
woman,
he was Dominican? That makes it even worse.
Dominican man.
Those people are
black women. Look, they're not loyal guys. All right, stereotypically.
No, I was just gonna say they're. You know what I was gonna say.
The Dominican.
They're black, bro.
Some of them are, yeah, definitely.
Those
100%.
motherfuckers are black.
There's plenty of black Dominicans, yes. And he's not dark, but he's a tan guy. But they were dating for like a year after they were on the show.
Okay.
And then, this is my sister's how I know any of this.
Okay.
But then it turns out that
Had
this
to get the
guy.
disclaimer out there. He ain't looking this up on his own.
Yeah, I didn't look this up. I did see like the names on Twitter, but I didn't have the context. My sister gave me the context. But they're dating for a year after the show, and they go to a David Dobrik party.
Okay.
And by the end of that party, everyone has unfollowed the guy, the Kenny.
Including like his family, right?
I don't know about
I thought some of his family unfollowed him.
I knew
too.
it was like all like the cast and like David Dobrik or whatever the fuck, like the influencers unfollowed him.
Yeah.
And then it got revealed that Buddy was the whole time texting everybody like, I hate this bitch. She's racist. She's not she's racist. He was saying racist shit about her to other people. That's crazy.
That is wild.
Dr. Umar probably is having a great day today. He's like, that's why you can't date outside your race. You gotta date black people only if you're black. Like,
I see where he's coming from.
No, that's crazy. That's a crazy take.
I see where he's coming from.
That's a crazy take.
It's at the end of the day, I'm never gonna shit on someone for their opinion on something like that. Like, if you want to only date black people, like it might be a little weird, but go ahead, do your thing. Like,
I don't know, cause I tend to think that that's like that's not like a real. That's like a bullshit preference. That's not like a real like. To me, it's like, oh, you won't find. You don't think you could find any type of relationship with anybody that's not like the same race as you? Like, that's a little weird.
It is weird.
It's a little strange to me.
But some people, they just want to protect that bloodline.
Yeah, some people do.
I mean, it's also funny that we're having this talk here because if you were in like Italy and you're like, oh, I want to marry an Italian girl, that would be like so normal, right? But it's sick that we're not an ethno state, bruh. You know what I mean?
That we're not? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
dude,
like everything.
Fuck
Could you imagine?
No ethno.
That would suck. You live in Italy, you have to marry an Italian woman. Like,
it's diverse. There's black people in Italy.
There is diversity
there's
there
some
too,
dark
but
Italians.
compared to America, bro, we got
Oh,
fucking everything.
We
We got a little bit of everyone.
Man, other countries are starting to get more diverse, and it does bug me. But
you could get some specific fetishes
when
over
you get
here.
when you get to the
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like back in the day, the Olympics, when all the teams come out.
Yeah.
The U.S. is the only team that looks like it's just like customized from
Everybody.
everybody. But the last Olympics, fucking Germany, fucking France, there's immigrants.
Yeah, absolutely.
They got hella immigrants.
And they're killing it.
Watching the Germany soccer team, I'm like, there's a good amount of black people on this soccer team. Like, I don't know if I fuck with that. They were already pretty good. Like, this is bad.
France especially.
France? Oh, yeah. France, absolutely. The African immigrants skyrocketed that team. And they're
Should
French.
they really be
They
on
are
the
French.
team? Should they really?
Yes, because they grew up in France. Like, they are French.
Yeah.
You
We're
can't
just
say they're
talking
not
shit
French.
online. Yeah.
But the team is all immigrants, minus like 1 or 2. There's a couple nice Frenchmen. But
then again, the U.S. has Joel Embiid on the basketball team, so it kind of evens out at the end of the day.
It is what it is.
Guys from Cameroon, but we'll take them.
The borders in this world are not real, okay?
Yeah, let people play for who they want to play
I'm a citizen of Earth. That's it.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. Fuck everything else, all right? Citizens of Earth.
You're a globalist?
Yeah. I'm a globalist.
Alex Jones
Citizens
is
of
watching you, bro.
Come at me, Alex Jones. I'll
With
fight
this
you
special
any day of the week. All right? But that's it for this week. We went through a good amount of news.
We got a great
Fucking
reaction in.
did an
We're
extra
definitely
half hour.
Gonna upload the reaction.
Yes. I'm gonna clip
Some
that
of it.
reaction. I might do the whole thing.
I don't know how you can do an hour, but we'll do something.
I'll do it. I might do the whole thing because I think it'll get views because that video is popping.
Yeah, I agree.
So, hurricane
React
season.
to breaking points, Slotkins.
Exactly,
Yeah, that's all we
That's
gotta
exactly
do.
what we're gonna title it.
Yep.
We will see you guys next week.
Have a good